I was chasing shadows, moving too fast. Didn't see the way our love couldn't last. Now I'm stuck replaying what I put you through. Every night I'm haunted by the thought of you. If you need my loving, call me and I'll step on through. And we can talk all night long. If you want this loving, then call me and I'll drive to you. And we can touch all night long. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through. I was chasing shadows, moving too fast. Didn't see the way our love couldn't last. Now I'm stuck replaying what I put you through. Every night I'm haunted by the thought of you. If you need my love, if you want this love, if you need my loving, call me and I'll step on through. And we can talk all night long. If you want my loving, then call me and I'll drive to you. And we can talk all night long. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through.
Buy myself another bottle, I don't even check the price. Black jacket on me, looking cute, make sure she looking twice. I don't even wanna go out. It's still cold even when I'm out the house. She wanna play house, what you talking about? I wanna stay out, and I'm just talking out loud. Cigarette the wrong way round. Wake up and I'm upside down, yeah. Well, it's just the way it goes. She like her look glamorous and it's just the way it goes. Now we at the hotel, wanna take off her clothes. I'm hoping she won't tell cause I wanna lay low. It's just the way it goes.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are all having a good one. Lots of things are going to be different today. And actually, I almost forgot. You know what I forgot? Can I get this up right now? Or am I just going to have to get it in my other time? Because, so, you know how we have usually a background, a sick look in the background? I want to change the background for this expansion because Midnight is out. I didn't prep it ahead of time, so we'll just have to go with the War Within background today, but do a new one tomorrow. Also, I did adjust my lighting a little bit. You guys tell me if you like it or not. Okay, well, whatever lighting I adjusted, it decided it's not gonna do that. Okay, what? I literally checked the stream before we went live. No, the lights are on. I don't understand why it's not. The lights are on. I checked the screen before I pressed live stream. Before I hit stream. Before I hit the stream button. It was looking fine. I don't know. The lights are on. There's a light. Look, it's reflecting against my hand. There's a light. Hold on. Is it one of those like turn it on, turn it off? No. No. Okay. Okay, Blizzard. You win. You win. You actually win. All right. All right. Maybe it's a Logitech thing. Maybe Logitech did a thing. Swear to God, dude, I popped the stream. I was like, this is fine, it's good. And then I pop it on and it's all broken. Holy, is it exposure? Is it lighting? I don't understand it. What the hell happened? Brightness? No, it's not brightness. What in the hell? I'm trying to figure it out on my end. Give me a second here, boys. Give me a second here. Is it shutter speed? Is it actually just been shutter speed this entire time? Or ISO? Okay, ISO bugged. ISO was bugged. Whatever the hell ISO adjusts the camera's sensitivity to light. Higher volumes will be brighter, but can add visual noise. Lower values won't add noise, but will be darker. So it reset the ISO, whatever the setting is, to 0. And as soon as I wiggled the dial a little bit, it fixed itself. It fixed itself. So at this point, like, you guys can't even see my face. You can't even see my reaction. I am mad. I am mad. I hate this. I hate everything. Is this gonna work now? It works fine when I do the Logitech, but as soon as I go, oh my. End me. End me now. It's fine as soon as, while it's in Logitech, because I gotta just wiggle the ISO, and it's everything okay. What happens if I have this running while I'm OBS up? No, it doesn't capture it, because it can only do one source. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Let's try this again. You couldn't have done it the first time. It's still a little dark. It's still a little dark than what I wanted to. Let me go back and make it just a little brighter. It's still a little dark. But like, you see what I mean? Like, all I did is switch scenes and it just like absolutely shit itself. And I did nothing. I didn't do nothing. I pressed the button and it just like didn't want to work. This a little better? A little brighter? I still look pink as hell. I don't know how to fix that. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I do know. Hold on. It's the white balance, isn't it? Because that probably got reset a little. Is it white balance? No, it's not white balance. Hold on. It's maybe this dial. Just a little bit of this. Dude, today's just not the day. Live ROMs are not even live. They're not even up right now. Live ROMs are not even available because Blizzard delayed it, and I'm having camera issues as soon as I go live. Like, I swear to God, chat, you're gonna have to take my word for it, dude. I had everything ready. I prepped the OBS ahead of time. I was like, I just want to see how I look because I'm doing something different with lighting. I did recently a podcast with Brutal, and it was a fantastic podcast, but I was thinking to myself, well, wait, am I going to use the green screen for that podcast? Answer is probably not, unless I do some kind of like OBS finagling, but I kind of don't like how OBS already makes me look like a gray ghost. I already don't like that. So I thought to myself that it's okay, you have 2 hours to fix it. True, still handsome, I appreciate it. But no, seriously, it's not even, dude, I hate tech problems. It's literally part of why I went into IT field as a college degree initially. Because I was like, you know what? If I hate tech problems, PC problems, little things bug me up a wall. I hate them so much. So I'd rather just at least take a course. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm going to go into IT. At least there I can learn something, this and that. Literally, it's an honest part of me. Right? Do you guys know Dalaran, the YouTuber, Dalaran, the content creator? But there's a guy behind this thing too, dude. And that's a little bit part of me, man. It's just, that's literally why I went into IT. I was like, I just want to be able to fix my shit. Because these things, I find them super annoying. And then I go to stream, ONYXIA. I was like, oh, this looks fine. This looks set up. I messed with the lighting. I took the slide and actually just have it light up the green screen so it looks less fuzzy. And I was like, you know what? Having these bright-ass harsh lights in my face, probably not a really good look. Maybe I should do that a little different. Did that in Brutal's podcast. I was like, I kind of like that. I think I kind of prefer it. It's also really nice in the eyes. I don't have big old beams, like literally the light of the holy sun in my retinas. So it kind of is nice. It makes the streaming thing more comfy. I should have probably wore a hoodie on top of it so it could be extra cozy. But, you know, what I'm supposed to be up. 5 p.m. PST, which is like 8 our time, 2 hours, in 2 hours, unfortunately. I can add a timer. So like when we actually go and stream, God forbid if this breaks here. It doesn't break here. Fantastic. What I can do is add actually a clock, right? I don't have it set for live. I'm going to set it to the time when the realms should go up, unless Blizzard decides to push it back a little. Here we go. No. How do I make it so it displays time? I need to have a display hours as well. I need cash money, H. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you guys can actually see when the servers go up. And what I could do is add a little text above it. Where is it? Where I normally have it. It's webcam, events, waiting for, oh, like a waiting for deep dive countdown. Nope. Pre-patch countdown. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like I already have this shit set up ahead of time. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nifty. I'm not the most professional streamer by any share, measure, or form, but goddamn, dude, I am a little ready. So like we can have this above the head, so now we more or less know when the realms go up, or at least when Blizzard says they're gonna go up, unless they delayed it. Yeah, it's rough. Anyone who haven't tried to find a person blue color set for a tailor, willing to pay 100K for a set, an easier color, I'm looking for a black. Wouldn't know anyone that has that off the top of the dome. I can ask, but IDK, how many people played in WOD with LOL? Yeah, I'll try some. I'll try tomorrow. I'll try to ask. Already turned the computer off, not coming back up today. Yeah, maybe. I see now in chat. Yeah, it's gonna. That's the best I can do, chat. Blizzard is a little bit of like an amoeba. Like, let's be honest, Blizzard is like a jellyfish. We have no idea. Is this higher? Am I floating now? I swear to God, bro, I can't do anything right. Now I'm floating, but it feels like Blizzard can't really do it. Is this too dark? I don't know, man. Maybe I'll mess with the lighting, but I kind of like when the lighting isn't like hitting me. Shirt is dark, beard is dark. You know what? This is more or less like, if I were to drop down the green screen, my room is pretty not well lit. Like this little like ring light thing, it only does a little bit of work, but it does decent enough for like, I feel like it does enough to illuminate me. I think this is better than having like two big ass harsh lights right up in my face. I did not think that looked great. It just worked. It does look great though. We'll go with this, chat. I will mess around with the lighting. Maybe if I change it, if I feel like it, you know, that might be a possibility, but I kind of like not having a big old high beams in my face. So we'll go with that. So since realms for live are not up, right? They're not up, not yet at least. We're waiting for them. Does this look okay? Am I shrunken? Am I shrinking here too? You know what part of the problem probably is here is I changed the webcam to be more of a 1080p instead of like, what is it, 720, 410, 480p that it defaults to, which like it's good. It's good that I did that, right? It's pretty good, honestly. But yeah, it's probably partially why it's having like this many problems. Honestly, if this continues to be a thing, maybe I'll just revert and, you know, just F it, go back kind of situation, right? I'll just reverse the course in due time. But yeah, hey, these delays, bro, delays are pretty ass. Like, look, let me get some music going here. Right, let me get some music going here. Look, in the past, Blizzard has actually been kind of okay, and they had been able to do delays fairly well. They've actually been able to do delays kind of okay. In the past, I feel like there have been some expansions or patches or things that were like, we all expected it to be a disaster, but I think recently, and I'm talking about like anywhere between Dragonflight, War Within, I feel like some of those where you expected a delay and didn't get a delay, you thought, odd. I honestly thought this was going to be on fire, and it wasn't on fire. So maybe they can push content. I feel like I started to give them like a little bit of goodwill, and then they pulled this. An expansion that players are... Look, it's also probably one of the most controversial expansions they're releasing between all the different changes they're doing. Between the fact that we're losing our add-ons, losing our weakers, losing our UI, the streamlining classes. This is going to be one of the biggest overhauls they've done for a game in ever. So of course everybody wants to find out how the class is going to perform, and if you have to remake your whole UI just so you can play the game. So of course they're delaying it, right? Of course they're delaying it. Of course they delayed it. I wouldn't be surprised if they were probably like, you know what? Oh shit, we found like a bug. We know this is going to be controversial over release. Want to make sure that at least there's like 1 or 2 bugs that are going to be detrimental to the health of this thing. Don't make it alive, right? At this point, like, if they're sweating bullets on their end, I wouldn't be... I mean, they chose how to do that. They did not have... They chose themselves to rip out people's add-ons. They said themselves that we're just going to ease it in. They made the choice... They made the choice themselves. We can all agree. I asked Brutal when we were doing the podcast, like, didn't they say that we're gonna do this, phase it out slowly but surely? It's like, they did say that. They did say that. But you know what? To some degree, I'm okay with them having full control of it. Not the greatest thing. Not the greatest thing. It's gonna have some, you know, growing pains. But I think it could work. I think it can mildly work. Let's go play some beta since live rooms are not up. Let's at least go play some beta in preparation for Demon Hunters. It's like a rework of Duskwood. I'd like to see a rework of Duskwood. I actually would not hate if they did a bit of like a not reimagining, but like a more modern update of what happened to some of these like old zones to this day. I don't want them to remove like any of the quest lines on things. I really don't want them to remove those things whatsoever. I would prefer they kept all those things, right? All right, Streamlabs. Everything logged me out. Okay. Okay, dude. Alright, dude. Okay, dude. Alright, Streamlabs. Here we are. I need to have it running in the background anyway. Alrighty. Let's go play some beta. Do I need to add, like, hey, we're on the beta. Do I need to add that in the chat for, like, a pin? Probably should, right? I probably should. Let me do this. Let me add it as a pin. Currently on beta realms until live is until the realms go back online. Here we go. And I'll just add this in chat and I'll pin it to the top. So like if somebody pops in, help me here, right? Help me, just help explain the situation if I miss it. I'm sure I'll say that a lot in the chat. Like, hey, we're in a beta for now. Live rooms are not out. This is just beta, waiting for, you know, I have this thing at the top. I have the thing pinned in the chat. I'm gonna be people ask any questions anyway. So I might as well. If you guys could help out, that would be great. That's the community that I want to see, man. Okay, I was about to close down the timer. The new Blizzard chose to make the pre-patch event next week opposed to releasing it this week. I think the reason why they delayed it between the day of the release and the next week, I think they wanted to give players the ability to play their classes and adjust to changes, create their UI, and get used to how things are for the first week. And then give players something to do the next week. Once you already have like a functional UI, you're happy with how things are, or mildly happy, maybe you mess around, get yourself a Void of Demon Hunter, get a bit of leveling on that thing, and then the event comes out. It's to make sure the players are not overloaded with too many things at once, because then players are going to be split, right? And that's part of the reason why they ended up separating some of the content during like a 0.5 or 0.7 update. They brought in visions, and they brought this other thing, and they brought this other thing, but they didn't bring it all at once. They kind of wanted players, okay, take some time to enjoy this like catch-up thing. A couple of weeks later, take some time to enjoy visions. A couple of weeks later, okay, now take some time to enjoy this other thing, so you could just focus on one at a time. I think my idea is, I kind of am okay just releasing all the content at once, but that's me talking. I think that probably, and that's just a guess here, complete guess, right? Shooting in the dark here. They probably got some data that maybe like, because they're trying to serve players that are a bit more casual at the game, or mid-core, and like delves are a thing for a reason. They probably saw that those players have a limited time to play and they could only invest into one thing at a time, so they probably didn't want to overload them with too many things, because then you get choice paralysis and then you don't do anything, and then there's a good chance, well, I'm behind, I'm gonna unsubscribe. They probably saw that, and they're probably looking at it from like an engagement metric, right? They gotta balance those things, though. They gotta balance those things. There's some people that want to chew through the content, and you gotta give them like opportunity to chew through a lot of stuff. Servers still down? Yes, servers have down. They do push them back by a few hours. So for the time being, we're on the beta, and we're gonna play some DH. Now, I do want to double check to make sure I'm running like the most up-to-date builds for DH. because I think it's probably a good idea to make a Demon Hunter baseline guide for pre-patch. I don't know if I'll invest a lot of time into the DH, but it's a cool new shiny spec. I like it personally. I actually have a lot of fun with it, but you know, a lot of people are going to be coming in, and it's like, dude, let me do my YouTuber thing, right? New people are going to be coming in, checking out the Demon Hunter, and there'll be a guide by yours truly. It'll be great for me and great for whoever finds it, because I am planning on like doing actual research. I'm not just going to slap like a quick video. It's like, here's some range buttons, good luck. No, like I played this thing for a good bit on the beta. There's a reason why I keep coming back and playing it, because I'm like, I want to understand it. I don't want to just press some buttons. I want to understand why I'm pressing the buttons I'm pressing. It is one of those specs that I think is going to be like deceptively easy to pick up though. Just going back to WoW, button by midnight, but you need to buy War Within. No, if you buy Midnight, it gives you War Within automatically. Yeah, it should be included directly, because essentially, like if you buy like a subscription for World of Warcraft, you get access to all the expansions, but the newest one. So that should be included in it. Yeah. So if you're trying to get into Midnight, you don't have to buy War. Previously, you had to buy each expansion separately. Nowadays, you just buy the new expansion. You get everything outside of it because it's part of the subscription. It just makes sense, right? Otherwise, I feel like then the level of entry would be way too high to like get into it. So that's probably why they don't. They do it in probably the most common sense way possible, right? Because like all the expansions are just part of the world content, which subscription essentially allows you to access all of the world content. But the new expansion is for the new stuff. Issue with that is like majority of the cool stuff is the new stuff. You know what I mean? Damn it! I can't see the talents for this guy. Okay, what if I do like talents at like keys 18 and higher, dude? There's a lot of there's a lot of devoured demon hunters that are doing the 18s and 19s over in the beta. Like this spec is getting a lot of play. Just need to find like, I'm pretty sure I have the right build, right talent build. I just want to double check, right? Because like Mirai, I could go with Mirai's logs, but his logs are not the highest. I'm wondering if there's somebody else. Let me actually peep. Freak is good too, but like is Mirai, it's Mirai or Freak? I'm wondering if they have the same shit. Freak, I'm not sure about, wait, and then Freak or Warlock. Dude, Freak on the Demon Hunter was doing okay, and then it sort of switches to Warlock, like top logs. It's Alcathar, so I guess maybe some padding involved, but still. And this log lies, there's no Demon Hunter here at all. I might just have to roll with Freak or Mirai. Either one of them are okay. Either one are okay. Look at some more. Thoughts on Blizzard changing the vote requirements from 18 to 8. I think it's for, look, I don't think it's done for like top end 1%. 1% hates this shade. I think it's done for players that are aspirational in Mythic Plus. And I actually talked about it in the podcast. I think it's done for players that want to get into high-end content. They're not quite there. And for them, like, if they're looking at, like, Mythic Plus, and you're like, well, I could probably do a +10 untimed finish key all the way through for my Great Vault. That's something I can reach. But, like, if you set it to 18, I feel like it'll be one of those, like, you know, like when you're watching, like, a good anime series, or find out about good anime series has been around forever, or a show, if you're not into anime. And you're like, oh, okay, cool, maybe I'll get into it. It looks kind of hype. How many, oh, how kind of awesome. I wonder how I missed it. How many episodes is that? 300 episodes. Oh, do I even want to dive into the deep end? I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's a lot. That seems like a lot of commitment. And I feel like Mythic Plus are kind of looking like that. Like how you're not gonna be able to find a no lever 18 as a player who plays the game casually, doesn't really work on score. Should there be something for high-end players to chase outside of just Mythic Plus score? Yes, definitely. They need to find a way. Whether it's cosmetics, which I like cosmetics. What if you could get like a sick-ass weapon enchant at super high score? Or a transmog that's unique for that season, that nobody else could get but the top 2 players. Or a brand new mount that's not like a recall of a Mythic Plus mount, but just something completely, almost like a gladiator type of like armor-looking mount. You know what I mean? Not a recolor, but something like unique. That'd be sick. But like also gear would be the best way to reward those players too. That's something for them to consider. I think they mostly did it just so aspirational players don't see as like it's like a mountain that they won't reach. I think it's partially they did that for those players specifically. It's going to be controversial. I'm not stating anything like I support their change. I'm more or less explaining why I think that I can't fight the logs, dude. None of them have talents. Okay, Blizzard, I'm just going to run with these. These are the talents that I've been running. These seems to have worked last time I played DH. We're just going to run with these. I'm sure there's some things I could adjust here. Look how everybody's on, dude. Literally everybody is on, man. Literally everybody is on because the beta rounds are up but everything else is down. Ah, so good. That's funny. Okay, Nexus Point. And what else there? Skyreach? I barely do Skyreach. I feel like I need to do more Skyreaches, man. I've done so many Nexus Points. If I find an anime that's worth watching 300 episodes, I mean, 300 episodes is great, but like for a normal person, average person, that is a lot. What I'm saying is it's a big commitment. And it's like, some people would be skittish about like committing to that. It's like, whoa, that's some time investment. I'm not sure if I could. It's not everybody's gonna be like that, but it is a time commitment, right? I think so. Nexus. Are you guys ready to spam Devour? Have you got your Devour fingers ready? Have you got your Consume fingers ready? Make sure you got it in a very, very comfortable keybind. That's going to be the ability to press a lot. Is the new race going to be similar to the Earthen Unlocking It? It's going to be much easier. From what I hear, Oren, is if you do the Haranir, like once you get established in the midnight zones, you could choose which zone you want to quest in. There's like it's open-ended. You could quest in any one of them if you want to. Any one of them you choose. I think maybe like Voidstorm is saved until later, but I think the first 3 are more of an option. I could be wrong about that. But if you want to go hang out with Haranir, do the storyline, it will pretty quickly let you unlock Haranir. So you could be questing as a level, get to level 82, complete the full storyline, and then log off and go make Haranir if you wanted to, I imagine. Are we gonna lust? Hopefully lust. There we go. Big luster. I still have such a ramp up, man. So much to ramp up to, but now we get into big eye beams. Ooh, baby. Yeah, now we're doing it. Arcade Explosion? What is that? That's a new ability. I don't think I remember seeing that guy casting that before. Another eye beam. It's something that's gonna live. Oh, another star, dude. Another star. Give me that, baby. Oh my god. Look at that damage. Oh, baby. It takes a little bit to ramp up, but once they do it, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm gonna lose my meta, unfortunately. I think Consume is gonna be going E. Yeah, whatever ability is like the easiest for you to spam, that's where you should put Consume. We're gonna meld. Buddy, we're gonna have to meld. Oh, wait, one more star. Oh! Oh my god, I extended. Oh, the extension is so fun. I'm not gonna lie, chat. That extension was so fun. Being able to extend that full like meta for just a little longer. I like it. I like it. Although right now I have like no damage. Yeah, they did give these guys a whole new cast. I swear to god they did. That's my fault. That's my fault. My fault. Oh, wait. Interrupted maybe? Stun? I'm so bad at the game, bro. Okay, we're gonna try meta and just hopefully just slam. And hopefully damage-wise I can just hold it. Right? We healed. We're okay. Yeah, that's might be on that, honestly. Might be completely. Dude, I'm pulling everything. Okay, I don't even know what stunned me there. Try to pick up any of these souls that I can. Because I need to grab them. I-beam. Star. I'm sorry, healer. I am so sorry, dude. I'm trolling this so hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trolling this so goddamn hard. Although Metamorphosis did give me a life. Just raw damage. And the healer did stuff too, for sure. But like... might be. Literally backpedaled into them. Did they pull them? Because they changed their cast. I wonder if they put those guys a little closer now. I didn't pull that guy, did I? Or was that my reap ability? Did I do it? Okay, I'm gonna try not to aggro that guy. I'm gonna blur it just in case. Transference? Okay, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Does it just randomly heal? Darkness? I-beam? Just heal for meta? Kill with meta? I should have died, dude. I should have died. I know it's a 12, so it's not the highest key ever, but I should have been dead. I should have been punished there. I should have been so punished there. Star? I don't know if we're not taking a lot of it anyway. I was about to darkness it. I'm turning it just to make sure I don't hit anything, bro. The range of this spec is crazy. Okay. Okay. Meld. Yeah. I just pressed consume a couple of times. I need to meld. I hate that. Another star. I'm hoping I don't get just hit by the AoE. Please. Sorry, I need to waddle around. Oh, please. Just keep me alive. Please. I'm just gonna darkness. I don't know what else to do, man. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I'm just darknessing and hoping. Praying. Affleck is looking pretty good. Yo, Affleck does a lot of damage. Affleck cranks. I think you guys will like Affliction if you played an older version of Affliction and you felt like it became less dot heavy. This thing is so dot heavy, it's so nice. Yeah, so these guys now do have a new cast that I didn't used to. So that is a little new. I really want to go star, but I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't star. Yeah, I'll just save star for the next one. I'll probably like I-beam, star, I-beam. Yeah, they definitely added like an extra caster. Like that guy casting the adept is fine, but like the other dude is a little stun. It still kind of sucks that DH has like the AoE stun. I know it's like they want you to be ranged and like they want you to be able to move up in melee, but like Chaos Nova, you basically are stuck in melee. You're ranged in a sense. I feel like you can pretty much play this thing in melee and you'll be just fine for the most part. Except when you're targeted by mechanics. That's like the only part that makes you ranged. At 5 PM. Yeah, they delayed it. Unfortunately, they delayed it. It's Blizzard doing Blizzard things, man. Nobody, trust me, not a lot of people are happy with the way they did it. Definitely unfortunate that they did it the way they did, but definitely not a lot of like positive vibes in that one. It sucks, but it's not uncommon for them to delay these things either. Unfortunately. Yeah, the screen explosions do need to be now kicked. Those guys did not used to do that. Actually, I don't think those guys used to do anything but transference. Which is like, hey, please redirect it. Please dispel me. Because otherwise they just get getting healed. Anytime healer is healing me. I'm just gonna star. I don't know, probably shouldn't have starred, but I'm just gonna send it. I'm hoping he pulls the boss immediately here. Because I'm like ramped up and ready to go. And if he goes, I'm gonna go too. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna get aggro. I'm gonna get aggro immediately. Oh, no. Nice. 1 star. You gotta go. Does he know how to go? Or is he just waiting? Is he saving? He might be just saving. Yeah, he might be trying to get a bunch of them. No, you're doing it wrong. Okay, the other guy with the thing is gonna do it. That's fine. Oh yeah. What the hell? That's new. So you can like move the beams now? Okay, that is not how this mechanic used to work at all. At all. I didn't realize you could just move the beams like that. And like break them. Okay, this sucks. I'm gonna need to just glide, I think. Yeah, just to make sure. Oh! Oh, we're so dead. That's a little new. It didn't used to drop puddles like that. That's new. That's a little different. That's a little quirky. I would have logged tried out. Yo, yeah, technically there is pre-patch. I don't know. Oh, PTR. You could log on PTR. I just don't really know if like, I don't even know if PTR ROMs are up, but if they are, that would be one way to like just hit a train dummy with it. But it is a unique spec. I would definitely give it a try. I will say this. Walk in with no expectations of Devourer. It plays very differently than your Mage, than your Warlock, unless you play like no ranged. I feel like as a melee, it's fine to have like, if you mostly play melee, you never play ranged, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to adapt pretty easily. If you played other casters like Shamans or Boomkids or Shadow Priests, or Warlocks or Mages, any of those ranged, any range pretty much, for an extended period of time, this thing is gonna, don't come in with any specific expectations. Just take it as it goes. Yeah, I will say this, you will be probably jarred by how little buttons it presses, but like, It pretty much like if you play Havoc, it's like the new version of Havoc, just at range. Making me the itch. I don't know if a Priest is a play. Priest is pretty fine. I think thematically they're cool because they got all Nazathi and stuff for a Shadow. I like Disc. I just think Disc maybe is true aligned to the new Void Shield ability. Holy is really easy to play. So if you were looking for an easy healer, Holy will be like a go-to, man. Holy will be super easy. Like, I feel like anyone can pick up Holy. The new version of Holy is pretty nice. Well, it's easy. I'm not gonna say nice because there are some Priest mains that are like, this thing is way too like oddly easy, and like in a weird, uncomfortable way in a sense, right? Apparently I tried to shift. Can I not shift? Dude, you can't shift in this dungeon. You actually cannot press shift in here. No, actually, hold on. No path available, bro. It actually has. So basically, you tell me I cannot really move. I'm gonna try to see if I can put it next to a corner here because there's gonna be puddles and this orb is okay. The orb is gonna make puddles. We are so screwed. I am worried. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and just try to see if I can take this. I'm so dead. Oh, and there's another beam. Beautiful. Yeah, we're dead. Can I meld this? No, I died. I can meld into the afterlife. Don't get me wrong, I love how to play, but the movement scene is gonna hurt on Priest. Yeah, lack of movement on Priest does suck. I feel like that could have been an opportunity for them to do something cool with it, right? But yeah, Priest definitely need more movement. I will be okay with that. At Priest, like at least some opportunity for movement, even if it means like, I don't know, picking up a capstone so you get some additional movement. Something that lets you at least break out of slows or ignore slows for a very, very short limited window or something. Or like on a cool, something, anything just to help them because mobility for them. I think as a Priest going into, over the past few expansions, you just got to find a good friend that's an evoker. And you got to make sure that their rescue is your rescue. That's not their cooldown, that's your cooldown. Because they'll take you places. Like doing Demencias without an evoker to ferry you across from one side to the other during some phases. It's pain. Just give us Miss Feather back. 80% movement speed is balanced. The Feather is in the game. Feathers are in the game, but they're not like as... Have they baseline? Wait, did they move Feather? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm going to take a look at the town tree again. I'm pretty sure Feather is in the game, right? Is it just... Is it baseline? No! Can we res him? The guy just immediately got clotheslined by the beam. Please tell me we have something, right? Buddy got clothesline. No! You gotta stand here. Yep. Can you res him? Is that a thing? I don't think you can res him. He might not be able to. Oh, he's trying to? Hopefully he doesn't res him in the beam. That'd be the worst. Okay, so he's gonna do a power output P-key. I'm gonna try to stand here so we can bait it. I'm gonna delay my star because there's gonna be a knockback here, and I would be really, really sad if I got like my star knocked. Here we go. So now we got a good spot. We got our souls. I can almost load up another big old soul. I think after this I-beam should be enough. Pretty close. Yeah. Yep. I know. I know how to do this, friend. I know how to do this. Oh, that guy going in puddles is super unfortunate. Really want to finish the I-beam, but I'm just gonna be put in a bad spot if I do. That is the hardest part about this pack is, can I stand still? Oh, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. Bro, we're so dead. If it goes in a tank, we're so dead. Please go ranged. Oh, we're so dead, dude. Oh, we're so dead. Okay. But it's gonna make a puddle, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna need to stand in between. Hopefully get most of them. Get out. Healer, thank you. Yeah, you just I just have to go stand in between them and like split them. Does this thing retreat? It does look like it retreats over time. At least there's that. Oh my god, bro, I have no space here. There's puddles. Puddles for day. Can I go out here? Sorta. Not really. Yeah, missing the whole like star combo because of lack of movement was ass. I'm wondering if maybe the melee build here would be better. Plus, it's also kind of difficult to shift in this whole platform. That's something that they're gonna fix. Feather is in the game. Yeah, Feather should be in the game. I don't think it's as good as the original Feather, but it should be in the game. Feather. Yeah, at the top. Angelic Feather. It's a 40% movement speed, not 80. But 80 would help, right? If, let's say, there's a slow and you fight against it with an 80% movement speed, that would work. The Feathers are in the game. Oh, they even added like a Missa Pandaria fade too, where you can like fade, remove snare, but also can leave like an after image. So they do have that in this expansion. But it's like 80. That's not 80% movement speed though. Like far from it. I'm not gonna pretend like it's anything similar to an 80% movement. You know what I mean? It's just not even the same. Oh, I hate that. I had star, but I think spawned under me. Unfortunately, once you start, like casting star, you lose all the resources for the star. You just don't have it anymore. Oh, thank God. This is pulling into the next pack, and I'm gonna get aggro. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Star as a button is a very good, very cool, very satisfying button to press, but damn! They start, yeah. Yeah, it does snap a lot of aggro to you really quickly. Unfortunately, misses 80. Yeah, it's definitely far from the miss version. It's not as good as the miss one. That is for sure. And it would help. Any movement, any actual movement besides what 40%, like you go for a jog. At most you just get like a light little jog with the speed, which is not a fix all and all. No way, Jose. It just ain't happening. Is that gonna be okay? No, he's not. Oh my! The mob did this thing. Oh, that's so ass. The mob did the knockback thing. I didn't realize they actually have like a passive knock. They do. That is so unsatisfying. Whole star, whole big ass ability, baked and ready to go, and just cocked. This spec has very simple mechanics to follow. But like, if those mechanics get disrupted like that star, that's just a waste of star. It's just out of the window. I just don't get another one. I had to work back up. Yeah, it sucks. It does suck. Do you think the melee build is going to have an ability? It is quite bursty. It is quite bursty. I did see a lot of people at some point like testing it to see if it's any good, and the burst it has is very impactful. So for any fights where you do have burst, or even the ability to jump into melee to avoid mechanics, I feel like there's going to be like an opportunity to play that. There definitely is going to be an opportunity to play that like properly and let it be good and solid. It's definitely not like the most popular playstyle. I think the range is just easier, but you don't have to play around the hero spec nearly as heavily. Let's see if we can just melt that. I'm trying to see if we can bank up my damage here for a bit. I have the whole star ready to go, but like, I'm just gonna hold it. If the tank doesn't another big pull or something, that'll be fine. That'll be ideal. I'm gonna create resources. And then I'm probably gonna have to meld. Oh, I don't have meld. We're gonna die. Or not. I wonder if I can take the momentum into the next pack here too. Hopefully. And a star. Beautiful. I think he's gonna get casted on. Unfortunately. Oh, another star. Oh, that's satisfying to catch that star. One more. One more star. That's so fun to me. Oh, it's pulling the same DPS as the caster and melee for targets, 70 PDR. Yeah, you could definitely do some decent damage. Definitely can. We don't actually have anything to cast on here. Or any caster mobs. Why am I seeing agony? Why am I seeing the dot of agony on him? That seems a little quirky. I'm not the warlock. Yeah, the ramp up to get a bigger star and a bigger star and a bigger star and a bigger star. It is so fun, man. Actually insanely fun. Classic Bud Link 44. Hell yeah, bud. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Get it, honestly. Okay. Oh, could I stun him? Oh, I had a star. That's so unfortunate. Maybe the tank actually... Yeah, there we go. Have my aggro. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate it. I just needed to keep going, man. I needed to keep going. I feel like some parts of the spec do feel kind of like Evoker, where you just could get so much aggro just in a snap. But you kind of just want to keep that momentum, keep that like metamorphosis going for as long as possible, right? So in that regard, it's like I kind of just don't want to lose it. That's where I'm doing the most amount of damage. So then it's like jumping the gun and just doing damage immediately. It's like a natural thing. It's like a classic little thing. I'll try to see if I can go for a full star now and just do the ramp. Hopefully I get another one later. I'm gonna start using it now. There's 2 people that get targeted by that now. Okay, so they did make some changes to this. I wonder if they made the ads any harder. Friend, that's all I can do. Blur and hope for the best. Nice, and I'll get a big star while I'm buffed up. Big star while I'm buffed. Beautiful. You can see my damage just jump up there, right? Oh, now we're lasting. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. A rare unfortunate timing. But that'll work. Questing is like 2-3 times faster in dungeons. Yeah, I do like dungeons questing too, honestly. Or classic. Like just the group stuff. I think it's like it's just nice because it felt feel like the game was like all the classes were built with like very intentional roles in mind. So it feels like in dungeons you finally get to like see what the roles like really are like. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna star. And I'm gonna do one of these. Try to get a kick on that guy. Try one of these. Another star. We're gonna have the Dreadlord guy coming in, so I need to build up some resources. I'll have another I-beam here in a bit. Big volley. One of these, and hope we live. Oh, we have no healer. Blur. And just pump. And just pump. We have a res. I feel like our pump was not as big as it could have been. The Beatlock I don't think has been able to really burst or use the burst at the right time. So that's 4%, but she has like extra giga health. She starts out with like, oh, he's DC, that's what it is. Maybe we'll be okay. Could have been worse. Yeah, this run has been so scuffed, dude. So scuffed. 3 minutes. He ain't timing this thing. We ain't timing shit, honestly. Apparently Maxwell was 45 hours of playtime to farm full honor. I saw, yeah, apparently you need like so many hours to farm up honor for TBC anniversary. Do you think they're gonna reduce the time for it? I mean, I was wondering to myself like, oh, as a retail player who doesn't really play that much classic, that's a pretty big time investment. You know what I mean? Like taking a day to farm up full gear, maybe that's like makes sense in my brain, right? 5-6 hours to farm up a full honor set makes sense, but 40 hours, I mean, it made me wonder, like, is it just, am I just looking at it as like too much of a casual? You know what I mean? Am I looking at it as like too much, I'm being too much of a casual? Beatlock, where you going? Gotta go this way, buddy. Oh, he's turning around. He's figured it out. He figured it out. Good for him. Ooh, oh, ow.
Only the strongest survive.
Okay. He apparently that guy has a tank charge and he just charged towards the tank, but then he hit me on the way to charge it. Has he always done a charge? Now I'm wondering, dude, maybe this is a new mechanic, or am I just like never paid attention? You know what I mean? Am I just clueless? Have I just like really been clueless the entire time, or is it the world that's changed? Am I the problem, or is it the game? My ego says obviously it's the game, but it's like, well, let's be realistic here. Did I just miss did I just miss the spark notes or something? Very possible. Okay, yeah, that frontal was a little hard to see when it's up ramp like that, because he does this like blinding thing. It's a higher warlord Grand Marshal of the gear, so it kind of makes sense. Oh, it makes sense, but like shoot it take that long in a pre-patch? You know what I mean? Because like the next expansion is pretty much here. Don't they just make the gear easier to get? You know? It's just one of those questions that I like asking. Should it be like that? What would it be bad if they changed it? And like, I think there's like yes and no. It all depends where you stand from, what stance you have on it. You know, like you're getting an anniversary version of a classic that was already released the first time and then the second time around. You know what I mean? So it's like, should it be exactly the same and just as grindy? Or could it be like a little less grindy? It's like, do you preserve that original like functionality of it? Or do we just make some things a little bit better? Because I'm not against like, you know, hashtag no changes anymore like it used to be. To make a move last second. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if I should have moved or not. I did it anyway. They got prices in half and I went to 20-hour grind, much more feasible. Yeah, like a 20, like cutting the prices in half and make it a 20-hour grind. I feel like would be enough where it's like, it still is an investment. You're still doing stuff, right? It's still gonna take you a long ass time to do it. Oh, is he gonna go bigger pull? Yeah, I guess he's gonna do the big. That's fine. Got a fear? Maybe just to hold him in place? Can I remove that? Yes, I can. Oh, thank goodness. I forgot that's a thing. I hate how none of them are really stacked up super well together, because a lot of my AoE is this like cleave I-beam thing. They're not really super well stacked up. It is a little tougher for me to get my damage. Yeah, star ain't going nowhere. Poor guy, man. Actually unfortunate. Dude immediately spawns in and immediately is in combat. What? Okay, I guess we're all jumping off. Okay, we're all jumping off. Oh, this run was amazing. This run was great. I feel like I played pretty well as DH. It's like, you know, shaking the rust off a bit. But yeah, this dungeon I feel like it's gonna give people a bit of a run. With no add-ons, this doesn't look too bad. Like this base UI, I think it's for a portion of the community, maybe a larger portion, especially if you're like mid-core, not really super hardcore. For the non-hardcore, a good portion of players, I think will find this decent enough, right? You see all your procs like wherever you need it to be. Like, you know, I have my procs up here, bars up here, things in the middle if you want to, or, you know, just keep it on your bars like I do. But at the end of the day, like as long as like it feels fine, it is at a cost, and that's just the reality of it. It is at a cost of agency. Like if a player wants to be able to see all the crazy amounts of procs and all that extra info, that agency to for that. Like Blizzard essentially is impacting their agency to be able to get the info that they are looking for, that they need. You know, just like, let's say if a casual like player that mostly just does delves, if they don't need that info, it doesn't mean that another person wouldn't want that info. And because that hardcore player wants to see that info, it doesn't mean that having that info in the game would make that the experience for the more casual player worse, in essence, right? So it's like that modularity and the ability to really customize the UI exactly how you like it, that is going to be missing. And that is like a, it is a loss to some degree. It is a loss no matter how you slice it, right? Also, my soul's there. Okay, so you got to find the one that doesn't have horns. That's the guy. So in this mechanic, look for the guy that doesn't have glowy horns. That I say you can tell which one is real, which one is fake. This guy is a holy dreadlord, but he's still a dreadlord. So, like all these mechanics, all these like dreadlords scheming around and all those mechanics, they still kind of apply. They still apply to a degree. But that is a really cool part about this boss. Is there's nothing like just a visual thing. How to find the real one? There's no buff. There's none of that. You really gotta look. I kind of like that personally. Last time I played it, and all things on the screen. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's good for them to add like baseline UI, right? Like a damage meter, so you know exactly how much damage you're doing, or alerts to tell you the most important info that you would have done with an add-on anyway. I think adding those things is perfectly fine, but like, what sucks about the detail and the meters we have right now in the moment, what really sucks about it, what also sucks here is I won't be able to, unless we find the right one, I won't be able to use stars.
Only the strongest.
That's what happens when you do end up kicking the wrong one, and it just wipes you. Yeah, you gotta kick the right one. You can't just start attacking them and cleaving them. I don't think these guys understand it, and it's fine. Yeah, like having more stuff on your screen is not the worst. It's. I think just gonna reset. Yeah, he's attacking the Dreadlord, I think. Yeah. I don't think they realize how to do it. But it lost it too. My damage is kind of ass because of the whole mechanics of have to stop damaging to find the Dreadlord as I have star. I need to either build up for it or use it after we find the real one and just let a bunch of souls linger on the floor. That might have to be the play. PTR beta. This is beta right now because the live rooms are not up right now. This is beta. Yeah. I have a thing at the top of the chat that says we are in beta while Rhyme Zones come online. Live rooms should be, if they don't delay it, up in an hour. Maybe, possibly. It's whatever Blizzard decides at the end of the day, to be honest. Honestly, I have fun at work. The Swallow Marsh existing experience. Yeah, that'd be kind of sick. It does like a reworked version of some of the older zones. I think would be kind of sick. I wouldn't hate it. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just like play this like super steady, and just get a couple I-beams in this guy. Let him do this whole like mechanic of the being found or whatever. The hide and seek mini game, and then I'll do the whole star combo and just truck him and make up a lot of resources. Like right now I have star. Actually, I'm just gonna go. I ended up building the star a little faster than I expected to, so I might as well, right? I'm gonna try to move last second. Thank God. God, I love this movement ability, dude. It's so good. It's like a heroic leap, but instant. Okay, so we have a few more seconds to like hit him for a little. I am gonna lose my damage. I'm wondering if I can maybe get one more star on him. I can. He's gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. Gonna chill. Find the real one. Yep. That's true. That is the real one. Okay, so I'm gonna pop cooldowns here. Like pop potion at the very least. Try to see if I can work up another meta. Have time. Okay, we got the souls we need. star. It's hopefully me not getting marked. Yeah. Probably gonna give me one after. Yep. Oh, didn't mean to do it like that. Let's go into reposition. Healer, please. That's about the best I could have done, honestly. I'm just gonna hit him with one more I-beam. Fake one over here. I didn't expect to just be Rex right next to him at that. That was just a complete accident. That's hilarious. Yeah, this boss, I don't really know how you'd play it. There's got to be a better way to line it up as a DH. Maybe the melee DH build would be better because you could do burst, and then you could AFK whenever he's like doing his whole, you know, hide and seek phase, and then you do big burst. Maybe like so 1.5 minute CDs might be a little bit better, like the melee build or whatever. But yeah, overall the damage was not as high as I wanted it to be, but all those deaths does end up making things tougher. But as you can see, majority of the damage is collapsing stars, so maximize that meta and getting as many hit stars is great. Devour, which is a single target ability, it's a resource builder of souls and fury. Just spam it as much as you can. Consume or devour within metamorphosis. Void ray and cleave as many things as you can. Void fall meteor just procs whenever I hit reap, which becomes eradicate, does a bit of cleave after an I-beam. Yeah. Yeah, it's like as easy as the spec is like, wait, you just press one button majority of the time. It's like, well, yeah, kinda, but like, there's other factors involved. Have you tried Unholy and Keys? Ever since they're like nerf, I have not, but I've seen Unholy still doing decent damage. Is the new content out for EU servers? I don't think you guys get it till Wednesday. Today should be coming out today, Tuesday for US, and you guys will be getting the next day. I could be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. Let's do my Zara Caverns, man. That's another good one. I like Caverns.
I need a target.
Yeah, so damage meter, this is what it does. The most it can show is this. You can't see how many procs you have had. You can't see if an ability crit. It'll tell you how much something did in terms of raw damage, but you won't see like how much specific, like what is the high end, low end of an ability. It's serviceable enough. I like this feature too. There's damage done, DPS, damage taken, and avoidable damage taken. I think that's really cool because if somebody's taking damage that's avoidable, those are marks that ability as, hey, this is avoidable. So you can see who's like trolling, who's eating things they're not supposed to be eating, and people getting killed by like that line on that ethereal boss. People just getting clotheslined by that. I avoided a good portion of damage, except for like the puddles on the ground. I didn't avoid those. I was I-beaming. But the shaman did really, really good. There's healing and actions like interrupts, dispels, deaths. So I can see like, I don't know how many dispels I had. Interrupts. No interrupts from Warlock. I probably could have interrupted more because this guy's basically holding his own. But yeah, it is limited, unfortunately. Even if you run details though, details can just change the way that the add-on looks. Damage meter, it can look like details, but it can't give you more information. Blizzard decided for this expansion they're gonna be running that information themselves, and they're limiting how much info players can see. Does it suck? Yes. Is there still ways to see detailed information? Yes, you can log your runs. If you upload it to Warcraft logs, that's where you can see detailed info. So that stuff is not gone completely. It's just taken out of the game from an easy to find like in-game add-ons. So this is why players feel like, oh, this whole add-on thing is like a little weird. Maybe it oversteps a couple of lines here, Blizzard. We used to have all this information and we could see it. Did like a casual player need to see how often their trinket proc? Not really. It wouldn't really help them in terms of doing better in delves, at least I don't think. But a high-end player that's doing Mythic Dementia is progging the first time for it, and you're trying to figure out if the trinket from a dungeon is any good. Oh, it has only like a 12% proc rate, but this other trinket procs 30% of the time. So you can kind of do the math of like how much stats or how effective is that proc or whatever, and you can make some more informed decisions. I mean, of course, people are still going to be able to send stuff and plug it in there, but like having that information easily accessible was nice. Is it necessary for like doing your time walking dungeons in your normal raid, in your delve, or maybe like +10? Not really. I think at the end of the day, most people, I wouldn't say majority of people, use details. It's like, who did I do a lot of damage in this dungeon? Oh, it looks like I did less than this guy, but I did more than this guy. Did I do a lot of healing? Oh wait, my blood DK did more healing than my holy priest. Interesting. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like seeing how well you're doing. But I don't know. I feel like eventually the idea is hopefully Blizzard does add those features and those systems with their version of add-ons. And like, again, you still do have logs if you do want to see all that nitty-gritty detailed information. So it's not like it's completely gone. It just like, it gives you, I guess if you're like a player that's really min-maxing on numbers and wants to do high-end content and you want those things, you still have tools for it. But your average player that maybe plays Prey content, maybe all they do is quest and explore open world stuff. Maybe they do +10s or +8s to get the characters geared. Maybe they do end up going into like high-end raids. Like a large swath of players will find this version decent enough, right? Decent enough. But again, it is a thing that does take away some agency for players, because we used to see how hard an ability crit, like when you PvPing. Now you can't, unfortunately. Majority of players do XYZ, is never a good argument. That's true. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I think for majority of players though, it is I mean, like what? Like majority of players like engage with the game in one way or another. No, I guess the way I'm putting it is, I think for a large, I can't say majority then, a large swath of players I think will find this version decent enough, right? Decent enough. I am somebody who like details. I like seeing all those numbers. I would have preferred to keep them. So if they were to keep add-ons and details and things, I actually would have been okay. They are changing the game in a pretty big way of like streamlining classes. What key was this for again? I'll see what one of them ports. Do we know what servers go live? Hopefully like in an hour or 50 minutes or so. I'm in the beta dial, get rid of the bar mid-screen and the 5 Dame in the middle. And Demon in the middle. How do you get rid of the bar mid-screen with 5 and a demon in the middle? A 5 and a demon in the middle. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it this stuff? Oh, is this thing here? Is it essential cooldowns? You might need to just hit essential cooldowns and hide if you're not using it, or move it. Maybe that's what you're looking at. 5? I don't know if there's a 5 here. Yeah, I have no idea. Magisters? Okay, it is Magisters. It's good that I waited. Otherwise, I was going to go to my Zara. Servers up? No. I'm on beta right now, waiting for servers to go up. As long as the boss is dead and the group is alive, it's all good. There's a lot of people that feel that way. Yeah, like, as long as the boss is dead and the group is alive, who cares if you can see, like, like, some players literally would say, like, I don't care about these things. I care, but somebody might not. So I guess the way I look at it is, like, does this change remove player agency? If the answer is yes, I'm not going to be okay with it in most cases. Blizzard is doing something wild and weird with Midnight. They're taking a lot of control where players... Are you Og? I saw him with extra evokers. Is he Og in the scale? Hell yeah. That's like his little brother. A little version of himself. A little coffee. It's so funny. But yeah. Just want a 53 warrior at 44 and 1. Might need to stretch PvP legs. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. As a former Mythic pluser, all I can say is information from some elitist gamers who will kick you if you don't do X amount of damage. Had a good crew back then will gladly carry me and help me. Yeah, I feel like people shouldn't be kicking each other, for sure. But like, there's also, people have different environments they want to play in, right? Some people want to play in a competitive environment with other players that are also with that same mindset, while other people would want something more of a relaxed environment. And I feel like you should have both of those environments, right? You know? But like, let's say you have players that want to tackle a +18 keystone dungeon, and somebody who doesn't do keys is like, hey guys, let me join. You know, should they just like let that person just run it when they're trying to time the key and they're really like focused? And this guy who doesn't really do keys, it's like, I just want to do it. Why don't you let me in? You know what I mean? Like, there should be environments for everybody. the elitism thing is weird because there are some people that, let's say, are doing really difficult content, and somebody who doesn't do that content just wants to see what's it like. It's like, you should, it's like, I'm down to do dungeons with you, but like, let's start at a +5 or a +10, but like this 18 that I'm trying to time for score because I'm trying to go for title. You know what I mean? Like, it just wouldn't quite work. It just wouldn't quite work. I do think there is different weird elitism though that happens where you have players that do +10s and they'll just shit on anybody that doesn't do a +10, thinking that they're hot shit. I notice a lot of people that do high-end content are actually really nice, and they're down to play with like people that are a bit more casual and not as experienced in difficult content, like really high-end content. They'll run through normals with some random people and they're fine carrying people. They're fine doing it, just maybe not on +18 key. But there are some people that do +10s and they think they're top of the game. And they're just toxic to everybody that is a +8 or just +5, the highest of a keystone, right? There's always going to be like that. So I guess it depends what kind of elitists are you talking about, right? Because there are some elitists that are just, yeah, elitists from a perspective. Are you also Voido? Are you also ranged? You are. Okay, so we got both ranged. We got two I-beam boys. Some players use meters to measurement more than numbers when quink. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like using measurement as like the way I use details or damage meter is to see how well I'm doing, where I am relative to everybody, if I'm doing enough damage that I think I should be doing, right? It just gives me more information to make a more informed decisions, because maybe I'm just doing really badly compared to this other outlook. I'm like, well, now I want to see what the hell he is doing. What am I not doing correctly, you know? Or if I'm doing as much damage as him, I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm like playing at my peak, because they're probably playing at their peak. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to improve my play. So for me, those numbers help me. I'm not going to sit there and like bully somebody because like, oh, look at this guy doing no damage. I think I can do like objective stuff like, yeah, this boss took so long, but our Warlock is doing less damage than a tank. So I can see why it's like a bit of a struggle. That might be the thing that doesn't help us time. The key, unfortunate, we'll go again. You know what I mean? Like, is this live? No, beta. Live ROMs are not up right now. As soon as live ROMs goes up, I'm abandoning beta and we go into live, man. Is this guy, Bjorge? Oh, Mage Quarter? Oh, no, he's not. Let me see if I can help him. Does this help him? Hopefully that helps. They tip my toes into Mythics by introducing me to lower keys. They say my skill at PvP. They say my skill at PvP when I was active, it was amazing. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that PvP'd, whether older expansions or newer, I feel like those players actually have the easiest time adapting to like a more competitive Mythicless environment, especially as a healer. I feel like PvP healers are much better at making like split-second decisions on which ability and which healing button and which cooldown to use than like PvE healers. I feel like a lot of PvE healers do get used to like, okay, here's this phase, here's this timer, I press a cooldown now, rather than responding to damage. Like at the high end, you definitely get better at that, but I think PvPers in particular are really good at just responding to damage on the fly. Elitism is a cop-out for people who are intrinsically toxic. Root of toxicity is acculturation or the lack of. Now the question is, what the hell is, I'm not gonna lie, acculturation. Definition. Assimilation to a different culture, typically the dominant one. The toxicity articulation or the lack of it. Huh. That's an interesting way of thinking about it. I mean, at the end of the day, I think a lot of players, don't matter where you come from, toxicity is probably not good, probably not healthy. I think competitiveness can be good. Some people confuse competitiveness for toxicity. But yeah. Midnight professions now. Once pre-patch goes live, no, you won't be able to do like midnight tier of professions and crafting and things until midnight like official launches. No, you won't be able to. You won't be able to start like making deck war from midnight until midnight launches. Pre-patch is only like a preamble. Midnight actual launches a little later. If that makes any sense. Go in, my guy. Go in, my man. Are we just popping? Are we listening to the next one? Probably, actually. I was starting to see maybe if we can melt it last second. That's ass. Please let me out. I'm already in a metamorphosis of sorts. Metamorphosis of demon form. I don't want to be a little snake thing, whatever the hell I am. Metaworm. These mobs are not really getting grouped or anything. Not too much. Is the crowd dispersal the knockback? It is. Okay. That'll be fun. Trying to get a star going and he does that last second. That'd be so enjoyable. So fun. Chuck Norris uses pepper spray and his steaks out of flavor. Bro, I miss Chuck Norris jokes. I miss him. Normally playing Bell DH and the expansion shall bring my Nelf DH or go for the Void Elf. I think if you're looking for like endgame competitiveness, I think Nelf is still going to be very, very good. I think Night Elves are going to be still excellent. That meld is still very, very effective. Void Elf is cool for flavor, and it does have this thing on racial where your casts don't get delayed. I don't think it's that much of an impact for racial, but the mobility is kind of good. Okay, DC maybe? Bjorge might have DC'd. Have a good rivalry in games and lore. Nothing oddest, you and your brothers blade better than a friendly rivalry? Yeah. You gotta love a good rivalry, man. I'm not sure if the tank he's trying to aggro them. I don't know if he'll be able to, honestly. I'm not sure what the hell's happening. I'm dying here. Darkness? Oh, prison? Okay, we're in prison for a second. Maybe I fear her? I think he's dead. Oh! I'm gonna get polyed. Yeah. I'm not sure what the hell's happening. I'm not sure what is happening, chat. Please help. I'm dead. Yeah, it's over. Are you okay, George? You look like you're lagging. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening, honestly. No idea what's going on. Is he okay? Is he doing stuff? No, he's dead. Yeah, George might be, yeah. George might be just gone. For doing keys, I think Nelf is better. Yeah, Nelf is really, really good. Nelf is still pretty good. Like, Void Elf is fine. I think you'll have some fun with Void Elf if you choose to go Void Elf. They're cool for flavor. But, yeah. But here, sign language? True. Honestly. I was leveling into DF and realized that I really hated scaling more than I already did. When I or the others were being scaled, it makes it impossible to gauge my own performance. At lower level, yeah. That's true. Like, at lower level, there is scaling. It's there to really help players at lower level to be kind of as close to equal to players at higher level. The difference is at lower level, gear dependency is a lot lower, but for players at a higher level, gear dependency is higher. At the end of the day, the content, when it comes to the actual endgame, it is tuned for everybody being the same level, right? At the end of the day, it is all tuned where everybody is on the same level playing field at max level though. Like, maybe back in Classic, you could have somebody level 58 still running Molten Core and being kind of competitive. I could see that, maybe. Did I get kicked out? I guess. Where are they going? I guess it's done. Okay, never mind. I'm just trying to bow out to let it, like, I don't know if they want to, it said reset, so I don't know if they were trying to reset the key or what, or just reset the pool. So I backed out for a little bit and then went in before the timer expired. And I guess they removed me. Kill 2 stones with one bird. I like that. Did we just do a bit of Sauron? Or Sauron might be fine. Although I feel like a frost mage is just gonna cook me. We got about 30 minutes until the realms. We got about 30 minutes until Blizzard delays the live realms by an extra hour, man. We got a little bit of time until they give us more bad news. So That was up, man. What's up, Worthless? How you doing, my guy? We're doing keys, I think. Yeah. For sure. My friends got into WoW at midnight. I told them to focus on CCs and intro because most people can do damage, but no one CCs or kicks. That's a good advice. Like for Mythic Plus or PvP. Yeah, early access. Early access, I think. Yeah, so I don't remember what you do have access to in early access. I guess professions will be one of those things, is it? Yeah, I guess in early access you'd be able to. But that's like 3 days before the actual like expansion launch, the official release. Did some shuffles on the beta. People won't die until 80 to 90% dampening. Yeah, there's some tuning that probably needs to be done. They're probably gonna do another tuning pass before the actual release. I won't be surprised. I doubt they want PvP to be as like long lasting as BFA was, where people just did not die for ages. I'm molding the perfect weapon in my M+ team. Yeah, gotta start somewhere, right, man? Gotta start somewhere. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to look at that. You're molding him from the start, molding him from the inception. Start CC and start interrupting and make it like a regular thing. I feel like if there was like a mechanic where you land an interrupt and you like get a damage proc, people would start interrupting immediately, right? If you gave more mechanics to land a kick and then you get do 20% more damage for a few seconds, people would be kicking just so they could get like a fat chaos bolt out as a warlock or like a big pyroblast. People would be interrupting just so they get like a damage buff. People would be like volunteering to be, oh, let me kick. I like a damage buff. I'm surprised we don't have that as a mechanic. Nowadays, most situations, people just don't want to kick. Like, yeah, you know, make someone else do it. It's extra grunt work that I don't want to do. But it's like if you gave it like a damage buff or something or a proc, I feel like that would be a sick PvE embellishment. Yeah, I wouldn't hate it. I respect and Kata had a kick equals damage buff. Did they really? That's crazy. Yeah, landing a kick and you get like a proc or something, right? Like imagine as a I don't know, imagine as a Havoc Demon Hunter, if you land a kick, you get another charge of I-Beam for free. You just get a free charge of I-Beam. So you I-Beam, land a kick, another I-Beam into that. People would use that, dude. People would abuse the shit out of it. They would just like let mobs like cast just to land kicks on them. People would just let mobs that have a cast survive for as long as possible. As long as they don't kill anybody with a cast, they would just keep them as to fuel more damage. There would be some cheesy stuff with that too, for sure. But like, at least people would be interrupting and be like, first ones to do it. Yeah, that'd be kind of sick if they did that. I don't know if they would. Maybe that's why they're like, they probably would know that players would end up cheesing it. You would just carry around some caster enemy and don't do any damage to him. Just keep him in combat, engage with the group, just as like almost like ammunition. Every time somebody lands a kick, that's like a proc for one class or another, and just keep him alive for as long as possible, just so you could like spam your kicks at him. Rogue, I guess. Yeah, hopefully they take you into this pit. Hopefully they do. Are you still messing around on Outlaw Warthers, or are you subtlety on that thing? I was gonna say, if you're Outlaw, I have a set of talents I could provide for you. If they take ya. Technology doesn't wear a watch, it decides what time it is. Yeah. They took a Frost Death Knight or Frost Knight. Took a DK over ya. Diabolical. What do you know? Wait, are they up? Are the servers live? Hold on, did they go live? What happened? What do you mean when you say, what do you know? I thought you were gonna come in like, what do you know? It's up. Wes. Don't say that unless don't say that unless it's like a big news you're about to say. Gonna be prime for excitement. You can counter the cheesy by making the casters cast faster and faster. Oh, maybe, yeah, probably, but maybe, probably, possibly. But I feel like if, let's say, you are in a random group, right, and it's just a pug, and they're not trying to cheese it, like, what if they're just so good with landing kicks, and then at some point they just started getting out punished, as they're just, like, doing a normal pack that just takes a little longer to die. They're not cheesing it, they're just playing it normal. It just takes them a second to kill that trash pack, and all of a sudden that mob just starts rapid firing them. I feel like in that situation you'd be punishing players that are just playing it normally. Because some packs do live for a while. Like if you do the first pack in like first pack of Priory, if you played War Within, you do like a big pack where you just pull everything to a corner in Priory with the big guy and you just nuke it for a while. You're there for a good while. That pack does not die fast on like a higher key. So like you're there doing it for quite a decent bit of time, unfortunately. Hard lessons are hard to forget, true. I feel like it's one of those things that, wait, hard lessons are hard to forget. I always feel like it's like that saying, tough times never last. Tough people last. I almost feel like there could be like a second part of the hard lessons you are hard to forget. But I guess how would you go about it? Hard people you never forget? That just sounds awful. Never mind, scratch that. Forget that I said anything. I tried. That was an attempt. That was an attempt to try to make something philosophical. My brain is not good for that. Just joking. I didn't know anything about Rogue. Okay. Yeah. Check notes and sleepy waits. Technically, we all do, right? How's Arcane Mage this day? So Arcane Mage was looking kind of good on the beta for a good bit. They're doing some things that are better, some things that are like not going to be better. I think the streamlining playstyle in terms of not having to watch out for like 12 different procs, when to figure out when you can Arcane Barrage is going to be fine. Narrowing it down to like a thing that you build up that you can control and kind of monitor when you barrage and really like that and like one of the proc, there's like two things you got to watch out for when to barrage, when you can just send it. So it's going to be a little bit easier, more approachable. There are some questions in terms of like funneling. How good is that going to be? But they're also creating situations where you can play this orb build where you send orbs and play bowling essentially in AoE, or you could play Phoenix, which is all about missiles, and Barrage interacts with both of those builds a little bit differently. So you got some like playstyle variety. Plus, you no longer have to press Arcane Explosion to do damage in AoE. You could just challenge it to an ability called Arcane Pulse. There we go. I was gonna say. Never forget to heart things down. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Shame, my man. Thank you so much. Hope days do well for you. It's good. We haven't been able to play pre-patch, but it is good. It is good. Just can't play pre-patch, but otherwise it's good. Having a good time. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I told you. Yeah, now Harley is finding out like, oh wait, because I told Harley he plays Feral. He's like the one guy in the guild that plays Feral. He's really good at it. I told him, bro, they're removing a lot of that like snapshotting stuff from the spec. It's crazy. And it's like, yeah, they're removing stuff, but it was whatever. Harley wasn't thinking of playing the game midnight specifically. He's busy with life. But then now he looks, he's like, wait a second. Yeah, they got it. They're snapshotting all the way. Like technically you still have Tiger's Fury, but the whole texture that Feral had is it's so weird that it's not going to be there. It's so weird that it's going to be gone. I don't know if I like it. Successful interrupting the spell with pummel increases damage by 5% for 30 seconds. Bro, actually, yo, Jake, if they added that talent, root interruption, back in the game, people would start interrupting. 5% for 30 seconds? That's awesome. That's sick. Hell yeah. Oh, we just got a server pre-patch up. Wait, is live open? Hold on, is live open? Hold on. Is it because we're in beta? Is live right now? Is pre-patch live right now? Somebody check for me, because I'll bail. I will leave this key if pre-patch is actually live. Yeah, server's up. We're in beta right now. At the moment in this stream, we are on beta. We are not on live. At least for the time being. That pack. Okay, well we're gonna have to get that guy interrupted real quick. Goodbye. Wait, you're just gonna do those guys? That's so odd. I mean, I'm fine doing those guys. I'm fine fighting them, but it's very interesting. Wait, I already can star? What is this? Hold on, how did I build the resource? I think I got procs. No, the star. Hold on, I'm gonna pull aggro. Please pull something else. Chain, please chain something. Okay, well, we chained those guys, I guess. And I guess I can star, and I'm gonna get aggro. Or I'm not gonna get aggro. I feel like the dude's on the side. It's so unusual. Oh, no. Hoping I get maybe one more star. One more star, I'm gonna die. Yeah, dude, I'm taking melee hits. I'm taking melee hits that a tank is supposed to be taking, man. What is happening? What is going on? Tank friend, please. Okay, I can kick the next one, maybe. Oh my god. Can I imprison them? No, they're not imprisonable. Most of the deads are not imprisonable. That makes sense. NA is not up for me. Stop trolling. Okay. So it's not up then. Got it. I'll roll with it like it's not up yet. Guys, set my marksmanship or BM. Either one is good. I think it'll be fine starting off with BM. Both of them are pretty good though. Both are pretty good. But if you start with BM, it'll be a very, very approachable spec. You'll be fine to start off with that one. It's pretty easy. No, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, this tank pulled mobs in a very, very weird way. Normally you pull up here, pull this maybe. So I'm thinking he could do triple here. Or no. Okay. Interesting. I don't hate the fact that we're doing a different pull. Not necessarily. Did I stun you? Well. One more star, just for pad. One more star, just a pad. Yeah, just a pad. Last one, real quick. March 2nd. Yeah, the actual release, I believe it is March 2nd, but people that do have a early access will play 3 days earlier. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I probably shouldn't have positioned where I was. Unfortunately, I won't have a kick. Yeah, that person's just gonna get gripped. I don't know if they have anything. Question mark? Yeah, he's questioning me. That was my fault. Pretty sure if I hit him with a fear, I don't think anybody's gonna get feared, are they? Pretty sure not. Don't have a kick. Somebody has an ECC because bats can be CC'd. But the damage is good. Legit a good question. 2nd of March. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good question, sure, but look, even if it's an easy question, as a content creator, like if it's something that I can answer, I try to. You guys got it before me though, so I appreciate that. You guys got to that one before me, so really appreciate it. But yeah, chat at this point, like it's almost like what, a chat GPT question. AI is everywhere, so. Okay, can I get this guy, little dude off me? I swear, this spec just does, like, it does decent damage. It takes a while to ramp up until you're really hammering with the big stars. But the aggro this thing still pulls. I swear to God, it's like the early evoker, man. If ever you played Shadow Priest during Legion, or was it maybe BFA too? Yeah, BFA as well. Or if you played Warlock during like Warlord General, I think you'll like this version of Demon Hunter. Has a very, very similar playstyle of like you want to keep that metamorphosis rolling as long as possible. So I think you'll like that. Where we're going about this is a little odd, but I guess you're just going from one to the next, to the next, to the next. We could probably do a little bit bigger of a pull though. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Take that guy real quick. Let's stun this early, because I don't like where we are. Depending who the gargoyle is on, that person's probably gonna die. Unless I could just do enough damage here. I'll just take like a second to ramp up into the whole star thing on this thing. Like, but once you do, that's where the damage really comes from. Wait, we need to kill that guy. These guys are not gonna die ever. They're literally just like cannon fodder. They're never gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna pull that guy. Because that's who they're linked to. He's the necromancer, and as long as he's alive, they're just never gonna die. Yeah, so it's a little unfortunate that it went the way it did. Dig the mustache and beard, homie. Appreciate it. Been rocking with a more of this disheveled, nearly homeless look for a while. I think since BFA. At least that's when it started. Too much ad. They can't die unless Necrolite dies. Part of the same pack. Yeah, percentage wise it is a little off. But like I just don't know what else we can do, man. Don't let me die here. I just hope that the game doesn't kill me right then and there. Also, did we ever lost at any point? Certainly hope we did. Is Fury a problem once you get more gear? Like a Fury generation? No, it's based on haste, but it also partially based on haste, but partially how you play UDH. As long as you prioritize consumption as an ability and you do a lot of movement to pick up souls, like technically you can wait and use the ability of raid to pick up souls, but because you have movement, like you'll see me waddling around, not because I'm just doing it for fun. I'm actually walking around picking up souls in order to make sure, because those also give you Fury back, so you can get your I-beams back quicker. Just lets you churn things out pretty quickly. Yeah, so Fury generation on this spec, I don't think is really bad. It maybe at low haste is going to feel terrible, but I'm running a pretty high haste build, and I'm assuming everybody else is going to do the same. Haste mass crit for the time being. There is some crit scaling though with collapse and star, since it's a big portion of your damage, because you can make it guaranteed crit and give crit damage scaling to it. So there's an opportunity for it to be a crit thing, to go more crit heavy, but time will tell, honestly. Time will tell. Is that the real one? Oh, there's a real one. I'm gonna pink that. Maybe the tank will go to that one. I probably should have I-beamed then popped. Probably something that I could adjust. Already had the fury necessary.
Let's not be interrupted. Take care of them.
But yeah, for the time being, what I've seen on beta is players playing mostly haste mastery and then crit. But there's always an opportunity to go crit heavy just because of the scaling that it has.
That one instead. Enough moving around.
Okay, I need to kick that real quick. I feel like normally you'd want to have the DPS kick these adds, and the tank would be kicking the boss itself. He's gonna cast me, isn't? Oh no, melded works. Melding works, luckily. But as a tank doing this dungeon, I feel like a tank can just CC the boss and also hide the big guy all by himself without any issues. Surprised I don't see more tanks doing that.
Let's not be interrupted. Take care of them.
Have they changed the Collapse and Star hard cast? Or yeah, no, yeah. If you start casting it, you lose it. Yeah, that still is a mechanic. I don't know if they should keep that. I feel like maybe that should probably be a reward because, like, if let's say you do have to move last second, it does suck to lose all that like worked up resources. It's actually blows. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that's meant to be like on purpose a mechanic of like timing your abilities. Maybe, but like yeah, it's still a thing. Yeah. There are some situations where I'm like, oh, I'm gotta collapse the star already. I gotta move last second. No, I just lost the damage window. It might be linked to the fact that you get like proc or collapse the star for free when you initially enter Metamorphosis, which is part of the Apex talent. So it might be linked to that. Because you do get a free use when you immediately like enter meta. So maybe it's like a bug more than anything. If it is a bug, I do think Blizzard probably needs to go and fix that ASAP. Because it feels like ass, I'm not gonna lie. It feels so bad. You just lose that big hitter. Because there's so much to be damaged to. Even though like the actual mechanic of the star, I like it generally. Like the whole hitting harder and harder and harder. I like that a lot. I think it's really cool. But yeah, losing it is just awful. So bad. So I miss my butt. Yeah, seriously, I don't know, man. They're probably gonna announce it. Chat. It's a timer until they announce another delay. That's what it is. It's a timer not for when pre-patch goes live. It's a timer for them to announce another delay. Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest here, right? We all know how Blizzard functions. If they really had anything available day one, it would be a miracle and a half, man. It's a miracle. Small indie company, leave them alone. You know what I mean? It's bad that I'm starring here, but like my damage does nothing if I'm just... I guess I could have held it, but probably he picks out more mobs. I'll try pinging him so maybe he'll like keep going. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Oh, please, no, don't let the RP slow you, man. Come on, Doug. You see how it's so nice if you could take that big momentum of that damage? It's super impactful. My damage just skyrocketed. I did nothing. Didn't do anything special. I just had meta and it was ramped up. You just make a fun brush like shimmer, you could condense it to cast a star. Oh, that'd be sick too. Yeah, if they had like a way for you to be able to do that, where you could move while also casting it, that'd be sick too. Yeah, like a capstone talent or something. That'd have been a cool Mythic idea. Extended by an hour? No way. No way they extended it again. No way they extended it again. No way they just extended it again. Extended downtime. I just saw you DM though. Holy moly. Blizzard, why do you hate us? Like, dude, you expect you to have a Kamehameha? Honestly, dude. Honestly. Okay. Chat. I'm gonna pause the timer here in a second. Because it's gonna say live in 4 minutes. I'm pretty sure I'm not. This thing. It doesn't sound like this thing is gonna go live in 4 minutes. Oh, I hate how he marked me. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, didn't they make it so you don't like have to like? Yeah, you don't like have to like go far for this guy, do ya? You can just like stay near the rock. I don't think you have to travel with him to like the thing anymore. You can just, yeah. Yeah, you can just hit him from this way, so you could put him in melee. I mean, it sucks for them, because he's super far away. It's like the DK. This is where the tank gonna hold him. F, so bad. It really is, dude. It really is. Like, come on, dude. You've had this thing ready for so long. Like, the least you could do is at least take it out, put it out on time, right? The least you could do is at least imagine putting out content on time when you said you would, right? Then again, Blizzard did say that we're gonna slowly phase out add-ons, and they didn't do slowly. It's happening. We can't do anything about it. It's just a thing and it's happening. Right? So much for that. So much for slow and steady or whatever. Oh yeah, they really make this guy like pretty easy. It is like the fact that you don't have to like run far. It is nicer for melee. It is a lot better for melee. But I think you give him more health. That or like, we're not really doing a lot of damage as a group. One or the other. Is in for 1 hour delay. Yeah. I'll post the timer for it in a bit. I don't like where we are. I'm gonna dark this in. Okay, now we can actually go for the end. I mean, he's pretty much dead. Please don't screw me over, Blizzard. Nice. He's dead. A couple of devours and I'll do it. Alright. I flipped wrong direction. Was about to say that. Yeah, seriously. Where's the info on the 1 hour delay? It might be on the BattleNet. Yeah, no, it is confirmed, chat. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. Confirmed. Look at a BNet. It does look like it is delayed by another hour. Yeah, that's official. Officially confirmed. I am now sad. Oh, node. That's my metamorphosis, unfortunately. It is confirmed, chat. Chat, it is confirmed. They did delay it by an hour. I see it on my BattleNet. It shows up on my BNet. Like, does the actual app. They did delay by an hour. It is official. It is real. Unfortunately, it is real. What a disappointment. Because I'm on the beta only just like spend some time or waste some time until the real game is up. I'm excited about the rogue changes, like Owl in particular. I was legitimately looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm disappointed. Okay, we're just gonna start with Star here, dude. I'm gonna draw the aggro off the bat. So what can you do? Can you stun him? I can stun him. Gonna happen. I mean, like if you've been playing the game for long enough, you know that this was just expected, right? You knew what to expect. You knew what to expect with this company, this multi-dollar company. They like, look, this is one of the most like controversial expansions, but to some degree like a very anticipated expansion at the same time. And I feel like they probably shouldn't have like had these delays. This is not good. This ain't good. Look, okay, you know what? They've actually been having like a lot of problems. I'm wondering if something else. I mean, they had a bunch of delays for Classic the other day for TBC stuff. So I'm wondering if maybe they're just like absolutely struggling on their end, which is like spells possible greater doom in the long term. Like who knows, man? They've been struggling. Classic, go around. The bat. Don't want to pull the bat. Can we just like... Okay. They gotta get it together. They do. They do. That's been a thing that players have said for years, too. So this isn't new. Like, okay, you know what? I will give them some credit. There's been patches in Dragonflight or War Within. One of those two that actually released and they didn't have a delay. It was like surprising that, wait, you're not delaying this? I was expecting a delay, and it's like, they actually released it earlier. It said like, it's releasing at 6. Came out at 5 or 4:30. So they have had stuff before. It's just not a common regular thing for them to do that. Unfortunately. Did I get hit by that? I might have. I was trying to get my star off, dude. Bro, so many demon hunters are gonna die trying to like get their stars going. Like here. Look. There was the I-beam, but still. At least you got shift. At least shift is like pretty much instantaneous teleport mobility thing. Right? At least it's like super fast. So if you do need to make that snap-second decision at the very end, you have the ability. Like, I don't know if this guy's going to cast another one of these purple things. Oh, that's why there's casting two, because there's two of them. They took away a dragon from this package. That's the Ymir guy. Graveblade or whatever. That makes sense. That's what I'm trying to brand something new for them to benefit for the out. Still, either way, like, they've been... Like, how new could it have been? I still feel like, you know what? I don't know if that's acceptable. I don't know if that should have been acceptable. Maybe I'm just being negative Nancy, but like, you know. Let's put in the merge the two database this I've never done before. Can we check these guys swim? Can we grab them into the next pack? Because I get star, I usually just not really worth starring. Please tank. Please tank, friend. Take 3 mobs into the next pack, right? Right? Please. You're not skipping him, are you? You can't skip him. I don't know why we would walk it to the side like that. Is he healing any mana? No, he's 100% mana. Are we skipping? We are skipping. Oh, no, we're not skipping. Is that like a strat? I guess it's strat. Skip 4. Yeah, I don't know. I usually just pull those we kill that one caster and we'll pull that pack onto the skellies and just cleave them. I don't know if that's worth skipping. Maybe he's like worried about percent. Maybe it's like trying it out before this comes out to like season 1 content, right? He's like trying to skip to see if it's available. Maybe that's what high-end groups are skipping nowadays. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised. I'm not used to that. I'll tell you, to be honest, I'm not used to that one, chat. I'm gonna go way in the back. Got the snow puddle. We're gonna do another one of these. Hopefully he doesn't place the shield in a weird spot. We can't hit him. Want a star before he shields. Please don't shield. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. We can get behind him and give him a little back scratch back there. Yeah, really odd. That one is a weird one. Can't say I agree with that one. But it works, I guess. Maybe one more star? How many stars have I gotten already? One more. Ooh, one more star. Big star. That felt great. That was satisfying. Working up on a big star just like... That was awesome. I love just the sound, the look, the visual, and just the... It feels like you got an impact. They did a good job with that. Like... Hopefully it's tuned well, but it just feels fun. It feels fun. I'm not gonna lie, it feels fun. It feels fun. Now hopefully we do this mechanic correctly. And all you have to do here is go to the glowy corpses. So if this is glowy, you take a thing to that. Take it to a glowy corpse. We're gonna do a leap. Okay, so we should do that and the one he's next to him. Oh, I'm gonna get hurt here, aren't I? I have star, but I really don't want to use star now. I feel like I'm gonna delay star, man. I'm gonna use it like before we get all the ads coming in. And I'm gonna use it here. Star now. This is where it's going to ramp up and get all these ads coming out. And then we're going to have like at least a second rank star coming in here. Because the more stars it cast, the harder they hit. I have some very, very solid stars coming out by then. I'm going to use it on this guy. Hopefully I won't get screwed by the movement mechanics. Because those are going to suck here. Like that. That worked, I guess. Not the best burst that I had, but serviceable, I guess. Specific star change. So the star is still one of those abilities that it hits hard. I think I want to make sure that it's pretty hard, but no, if you're like if you're asking about like when you start cast a star and then you move, it does consume it. It does still do that weird thing. So it's not perfect. It's fun as an ability, but it's still not perfect. I guess I'm just gonna do some of this. I'm gonna use star here in a bit. Use a star right now, actually. See if I can work up to another star real quick. Should have a star for this big guy, or the caster dude. There I do. Gonna draw a lot of aggro though. Oh, we got an extra caster? We're so dead. I don't know if I could like hit him with a fear. I'm gonna shove this guy in the back, that's about all I can do. It's up to the healer, I think. While the meta is active, I can maybe get some healing off of that. Give another star. Anybody got a kick? Like Bully's gonna just kill people. Yeah, unfortunately. We're so dead, dude. It's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Trash? Yeah, they need to fix it. They need to change it. I think they should. I think they should. Because, like, you want the spec to feel good. You don't want the spec to feel terrible to play. Right? And that is one of those things that I think would make the spec... Like, if they change it, it would make the spec just objectively play better than worse. And it's better for a spec to play better than worse. Because, like, star is such a huge component, but if for some reason you have to move, right? It's the problem with the mechanic they have it right now where you lose it is you're just encouraged to cheese and stand your ground. Maybe you'll die, but, like, if you move, you lose damage. But if you can still hold on to it and, you know, be able to start casting it, stop, move to get our mechanic, and still keep the star, at least you get to still play the star. Push it again. They did. They did. They did. They did. Unfortunately, they did. Unfortunately, they did do it. They pushed it to 6 PM. Can we go PTR? Yeah, PTR is all kinds of messed up too. The Brewmaster get some buttons trimmed? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you still have a pretty busy bar. You still have a pretty busy bar, Brewmaster. You're not gonna be down to like 3 or 4 buttons. You still press a lot of abilities. You just don't have to manage a blackout kick and a rising sun kick. And keg. Blackout kick and keg is your big two. So they baked in some of those rising sun kick mechanics into the blackout kick or into the keg. So you have one less ability in that front. You still Tiger Palm, you still have spin and crane kick, but like your focus on the spec is on getting those brews back as quickly as possible at the end of the day. So that is something that is still core to the mechanics and core to the playstyle. That is something that's still prioritizing and focusing on. So it's not going to be like dead brain dead easy as a spec or anything. You're still going to have quite a lot of like things to work with, things and abilities to play with. I'm worried about let me pop in darkness here. I feel like I'm gonna get aggro. Yeah, here it is, here it is, there it is, there it is. We get 2 casters. Oh, we got 2 of them. We're supposed to. Did we miss one? Did somebody just not doing the mechanic? Okay, somebody just got to be not doing the mechanic. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to only get 1 of these ads, unless they change this completely. Because 2 are just trucking us. I think there's somebody who has a circle and maybe you're like took a little pile that doesn't have a glowy effect. I'm gonna need to look at it next time. I'm gonna need to look. Pretty sure you're supposed to only have 1 ad if you play it correctly. That's right. Yeah. Do you remember when Blizzard NA patches between 5 AM EST and 2 AM? No, I did not. I might have not played back then. Anytime I've been like playing is since like mob. So for me, I remember more or less patches being like till 12, 1, 2. Drummer guy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
Wishing you well, brother.
Wishing you well too, man. Yeah, hopefully Midnight will be like, it won't, there's a lot of skepticism about Midnight, but hopefully it'll be like long-term good for the game. There are some cool things it is doing, and hopefully, I feel like as long as they keep developing like the add-on stuff, keep making that good, and iterating on it, don't stop iterating on that specifically, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, so we have like, okay, so look, we have 3 of these piles, only 3 piles to worry about. We should be able to get 2 of them. So like, we should only have 1 pile with an ad. Unless you just miss it, we shouldn't have any issues. Like, these people have it. Yeah. I'm literally like pinging people around. As long as you do them to the glowy pile, you're mostly fine. Did we miss one? We didn't miss one. I don't know why that guy's hitting with a ... We did miss one. Yeah, that's the only pile we have to worry about, is this guy. Ah, I almost had a star. I had a star for a second. Could not send it fast enough. Gonna have a kick for a bit. Have a kick now. Fortunately, that guy died. I don't know if you have a res. It probably would. I don't think you can fear him, right? They're undead. No, you cannot. I tried it. Just to see if it's possible. Yeah, so look, I just had the star. I pressed it, but I need to adjust. So now I'm like punished. That gotta go. That needs to go. That needs to go. Because I need to rework the star back up. And I could have had a freebie there, but playing the mechanics, man. I'm not cheesing like I'm not playing around to see if like am I gonna get hit? Am I gonna be able to get out of the way? Like otherwise I feel like the game is just punishing you for moving, punishing you for adjusting for mechanics. Probably should not be doing that, right? I don't even know if that frontal hit him. I think he might have leapt over me. That was the one to use star because of that crap. It might come down to, I think like I think it might be possible to like get used to the way that star functions, right? Might be possible to just get used to it. But yeah, they need to change that. I feel like there's plenty of time to adjust it. so you don't feel like you're losing out on the use of the star. It might be an intentional mechanic, and the only reason I'm saying that is because Blizzard did give him a shift, which is pretty much a instantaneous mobility build. Essentially almost like a teleport, right? So maybe it's like the idea is like there's only 2 abilities you really have to stand still and focus on. Otherwise you got crazy mobility, and that is how they tuned it. Right? But that's just like, it's just a thought, right? It's just a thought. It's like maybe, but unless they say it like themselves, it's, even if it is intentional, it probably could be changed, because it's like there used to be that player agency, because otherwise agency is what they should be looking for. Does a player have agency? Because being stuck in place or like you lose damage, that does not feel good, no matter how you slice it. Oh, okay, we got one. 15%, yeah. But timer is out, so it doesn't matter how much percent we got, really. Unfortunately. Have a kick here. I'm just gonna stay mobile and then a kick in between. Does this guy just recast so fast? It was a little CC that hit him. Might have been a little CC that hit him. This dungeon is actually fun. I like the changes they made to it. Like, this room was not great for sure, but I like the changes they generally did to this entire place. There's no way that's my overall, right? 60 seems low. Yeah, 60 seems low. I think it did some weird, like, numbers thing where you see like Sunblade, Bjorge, for some reason they're on this list. But yeah, I have no idea. GG. Well, since the patch ain't happening, good kill, good kill. I think people will like this version of the dungeon, like this throwback to a Wrath one. I like it. It's cool. I just noticed. Not playing tonight. Yeah, dude. I feel like at this point, dude, should Blizzard at this point like refund players a day, at least like on an A? Because like people, I'm sure somebody, I'm hoping nobody took time off work to play the pre-patch. I know people are gonna do that for the midnight release. People usually do that. Check PTO just to play the expansion when it first launches. First week, if not 2 weeks, whatever you can get, right? But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Like, maybe if they get it up and running in 30 minutes from now, it would be like, at least, because I'm East Coast and everybody else coming in home West Coast, they're like starting to get off work, so maybe by then they'll get something functional. I don't know, dude. The more I see this fight, the more I'm leaning towards Druid. I think I'm frustrated with lack of mobility. Yeah, I think I like Druid. Whether it is a Restoration, which looks really good. Blimkit is solid. Feral, I'm a little worried about. Yeah, because their tuning has been a mess. There's a number of things that players have said about Feral. I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm hoping it'll be fun. It needs tuning. I would adjust it here to Apex talent a little. Just a little. It could make it really, really fun. But yeah, Guardian also got a 20% damage buff. Yeah, Druid should be pretty solid. Burn his beard, appreciate it. Appreciate it. I've been homegrown with that one for a while. What's part about the beard and the mustache combo? So I got myself, like, I used to have these coffee cups. I got rid of them because they were like a gift, and I was like, you know what? It's time to get rid of them. It's time. So I got myself a big old mug. This thing is not the size of my head. My head is I have a big head. What's part about having like whiskers is, I mean, I essentially just, if I drink coffee, I need napkins, bro. Still 6 p.m. They pushed it. So initially it was 5 p.m. PST. Now it is 6. For the time being, let me double check on beta or BNet. So on BattleNet, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I can't highlight it. At least I don't think I can. It is 6 p.m. right now. 6 p.m. PST. So they haven't pushed it back yet. Viking mug? Yeah. I just thought, like, you know what? It's quirky. Let's do it. I always had like just big ass normal ceramic coffee mugs, and I thought I might as well do something different. You know what I mean? Do you play on an A or EU? I'm an A, unfortunately. I do duels with EU homies pretty regularly on Fridays. every Friday, 2 p.m. EST, however, whatever it is, GMT, like between 8 in the evening and 11 p.m., something like that. I got a mug that's literally a meerkat's face. Yeah. I'm not a kind of person that's into mugs. I just like having a decent vessel for coffee. But I thought, like, you know what, if I'm doing it, I might as well. I like it. It's different. But I feel like I need a napkin. Let's go to soup. Basic, bro. Yeah. Look, soups is something my mom used to make all the time when we lived in Russia. A borscht, dude. I could never say no to a good borscht. That being said, yeah. Yeah, nowadays I imagine that'll just be annoying. I'm about to get that white tiger from the Feral. Pretty hyped about it. Yeah, wait, which one? Is that the, like a new model? A model? Hell yeah, dude, do it. Super late to the party. Hey, better late than ever, right? Better late than ever. Get it, man. Get it. Hell yeah. Which one is the white tiger? Is that the emergency one? Because I know those add a couple of variations of those cats. New cat forms. That's awesome either way, man. That's what I like about druids. They need to keep adding more like ways for you to be able to change your animal form. They really focused on a horror year with like the whole meerkats, Wolverine, pangolin looking things. Glory of the Legion Hero. Hell yeah. Let me see if I can Google that, see what that looks like. Feral Druid form, Glory of the Legion Hero. Feral Druid Ashmane. But it doesn't quite, I was thinking it would just give me the exact image that I'm looking for. Lights Charge, Is it Balance of Power one? Oh yeah, it is Balance of Power, yeah. Yeah, this thing. That looks sick, yeah. That thing is awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm surprised they did not, look, cause Space Kitty form in the Mage Tower, it's so sick. They should have added a Fel Green Legion version for Legion Remix that you could earn. Something that old players could earn, but so could new players. Cause it's way too cool, man. It has this trail as you're running around. It actually leaves like an effect on in the air as you move. It's so cool. And look, there's going to be a number of players that are like, well, they should bring back old rewards. Why remove them permanently? And there's going to be people that are like, you know what? The Blizzards chose to make them not permanent, so either they maintain it because people went out of the way to get it. You know what I mean? It's a whole argument that I really do not want to dive into right now, because we could be on it back and forth. I feel like at the very least, they brought the, there's a werebear form for players that had the original. Unique skeleton, unique model, all that. But then for Legion Mage Tower, they brought and made a Fel version of the bear. It's like, dude, I think it's nice middle ground. You can get the werebear model and you get the Fel one as a new player that hasn't played back in Legion. But players that did play back then get an extra additional version that's similar to the Mage Tower. It's something cool, something unique, something new enough where old players and new players, I feel like, could be like, yeah, I want to get it. Yeah, I'm so sad I missed it. That's why I was thinking, like, dude, they should have brought back the Mage Tower for Legion Remix, made it super hard, but like as you make your character super busted, you can eventually solo it pretty easily, right? So you could scale up, either do the mechanics correctly, or you make your character stronger so you could make the mechanics less punishing, right? And let people do the challenge and maybe allow them to get like a Fel version of the artifact weapon. So like you know how Outlaw gets this like long fencer, like rapier looking blades, like through musketeers type of shit? You should be able to get like a Fel version that has this like Fel emanating off of it. I would have loved it. Mages are ridiculous. I love Mage Tower. Mage Towers were ridiculous. I loved them. I thought they were so cool. Back in Legion and when they brought them back. Yeah, and they're already coming out with a pre-patch. So they're going to be available once Midnight launches, and apparently they're going to be available when you do the main story questline for the Harrenir. And you can do it as a first thing. Like, first you enter into Silvermoon area. You start out, like, first you zone into Quathalas. You start in the Isle of Qualdanas to fight off against the Void, and that takes you eventually into Silvermoon. And from Silvermoon, you get to choose where you want to quest in. There's the Arator questline, which takes you all over Azeroth. There's the Eversong Woods questline, Zul'Aman questline, and the Harandar questline. And I think you have to do all of those, and then eventually Voidstorm unlocks at a higher level. That's like the end area. But you can do Harandar first thing and first. And apparently when you do the main story of Harandar, once you finish the entire thing, I think you get access to do a quest to unlock the Haranir as an allied race, from what I was told. So you might be able just to start leveling, go to Harandar, do the storyline immediately, unlock Haranir, and if you wanted to, you could probably race change to a Haranir, or just start leveling a Haranir if you wanted to immediately. Yeah, so apparently you unlock them super early compared to the Earther, in which you had to do all these other quests and wait until story progressed, and then you can unlock them. I'm pretty sure you unlock these guys really, really early on. Yeah, that's what I heard. I can't confirm it, but that's what I heard. I feel like Mage Tower was a big miss for Remix. During Legion was one of the most fun things to do. I do think so too. Like, they were able to bring back Mage Tower for like a Legion time walking, and then they made it like a permanent fixture, but it was there initially for Legion time walking. Explore those Legion dungeons for the time walking benefits, and the tower is available for limited time. Eventually they changed it so it's not limited time. You can just do it anytime you want to for like unique recolors of Timur Sergero's rewards. I thought it was so sick. I loved it. I thought it was so cool. I was surprised they didn't do it. I was really thinking they would do it. Likely they were just like, because like if they bring it back, I imagine players' expectations are gonna be, are you bringing back the artifact weapon appearances, Blizzard? No, I am upset. Though there will be some people that will actually be like, yes, I'm also upset. So maybe I'm wondering if they decide just to cut it out of program completely, just not to deal with the potential fallback or the shitstorm that was going to happen either way. And look, there are some people that strongly believe that these rewards should be in the game, they should be earnable. Just tune the content so it's like permanently difficult no matter the expansion, or make it so that we play a different version of our classes similar to that of Legion, but like so it doesn't matter what gear you have, you're just like a template character, right? Maybe have the same tools or some borrowed power nonsense that allows you to kind of play around some of the you know, like a version of your character. Doesn't have to be fully endowed, but like something where you could play the content, have it be appropriate challenge. And there's people out there that are like, you know what, Blizzard said this thing is going to come in, it's going to have unique rewards, and eventually the rewards are going to be removed. I took the time, maybe somebody who played casually, maybe not casually. Blizzard chose and said that these things were going to be limited time. I went out of my way to get them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it to begin with. I would have done it way later down the line. I went out of my way to get them. They removed them, and they would feel betrayed if Blizzard were to bring it back. Look, one side thinks the other is dumb, and the other side thinks the other is dumb. It's just how it be. Everybody has a dog in this fight. I'm wondering if they didn't bring it back, and that's just a guess for me, so they just didn't have to deal with that shitstorm all over again. People get really heated about the topic, and they're probably just thought like, you know what? We don't want it. We don't want it. We'll give you a bunch of rewards, all of these things, all of those other items, and hope that they just don't think about it. But no, I think it definitely was in people's minds. It definitely was in people's minds. Yeah, some people are saying like, I feel like it was a miss. A lot of people agree too. I honestly thought they should bring back Mage Tower because it was cool. It was a very notable part of Legion, and I think they should have brought it for that. As for rewards, I thought a middle ground, not everybody's going to be happy, but a middle ground, a fell version of the artifact weapons. Kind of like the Fell Werebear. A fell version. So people that got the original can get it and go back and get the new one. People that didn't have one have at least a variation with all the unique effects that it has. Because like if you take a look at the Assassination Rogue weapon, it changes blade forms every couple of seconds. It's a curved blade, it's a thick blade, it's a really thin blade. It changes forms and it looks so cool, and it sits on your back. It's so sick. How many daggers do you know that will sit on your back like that? You know, it's sick. I feel like it would have been awesome. And you could have added a Space Kitty, but make a fell version of it. Maybe it leaves like a trail of fell on the ground. You could have added like, I don't know, the tree, every weapon and like a variation of it too, right? I think it would have been sick. I think it would have been cool. Not everybody would have been happy, but I think it would have been a decent middle ground. But that's just my opinion, man. 100% don't have to deal with the shitstorm before voice storm. True. Should voice storms? What? That would have been, yeah, no, for sure. We're gonna be playing some of the pet goodies when I lock in. Yeah, I'm sorry, surprised I didn't get Q-Pops and pet battle PvPs. Pet battle PvP? I don't do pet battles though. So yeah. Yeah, well, NA will be live. I want to play Void of the Age. Bro, let me go back and look at the BNet. So right now, they do have the delay is until 6 p.m. So in, what time is it? 30 minutes? Chat, don't be surprised if in 30 minutes they announce another delay. Don't be surprised if this timer, which Blizzard said, we delay up until this moment, which we have live on stream. Don't be surprised if there's just a delay until they announce another delay. I know, I'm frustrated. All of you are frustrated too. It's a multi-dollar company. Leave them alone. Small indie company, man. What are they gonna do? Blizzard needs to hire you? I don't know about that. I don't know about Blizzard hiring me, man. I don't know how much I'd be able to contribute. I'm just a guy on the internet. I actually feel like, because look, Blizzard at the end of the day is a big company. As cool as they are in terms of the games they make and them being so many people's childhood, that being said, I actually feel like a content creator to some degree could probably make a bigger impact when it comes to the game environment than somebody who needs to jump through all the corporate hoops in a company. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I might be more impactful just doing me thing to some degree. I hit the like button because I like it. I'm a simple guy here, just a guy on the internet. And I appreciate you, Celsius, for being a guy on the internet. Need more guys like you. Just a simple guy, man. Classic Blizzard working as intended. Yeah. Blizzard likes their time gating. This just IRL time gating, boys. Blizzard loves time gating content. This is just them time gating. They're actually having a party, and every time they're laughing about it all the way to the bank. Every time they are pushing back the patch, man. Every another hour, it's just a joke around the office, dude. All of them are having a good old chuckle about it. As somebody who that when many FOMO items, I've seen most of them make a return. Part of me will always be a bit bitter about it and come to hate the FOMO. Yeah, exactly. Like I understand the whole like FOMO stuff and FOMO items. There's two fronts of it. When people say like, oh, who cares about all these FOMO items? I have all these FOMO items. Like you see it on like social media, Twitter, X, whatever, all the time. I have all these FOMO items, and I think everybody should just be given these items in their inventories. Right here, right now, this very second. Most people are more reasonable. They're like, they should bring back the content and allow people to earn those things. Everybody's gonna have a different feeling about it. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna have a very strong feeling about it, and I don't think anybody is obviously objectively morally wrong for feeling the way you feel. I don't believe there's like this objective moral wrong or right. It's a video game at the end of the day. You know, like, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, well, one side is obviously in the wrong. It's a rough situation to be in, right? It's a tough situation. Like, do you go back and just make those things available? Do you keep them locked out? Because, like, I don't know. We definitely have gone way past what we used to do when it comes to like the pixels in a video game. Seeing a dude back in the day with a bulwark of Asenath or with the Illidan's glaives back in TBC, like, it was like a moment. It was a big deal, right? It was so freaking cool when you saw a dude a big old door shield that killed the boss or whatever, the one guild in your server that killed it or whatever, right? Seeing Thunder Fury. Nowadays you go to Classic and you see everybody with the Thunder Fury or the Sulfurous. It's supposed to be like a really cool unique thing, but everybody just has one. You know what I mean? It kind of takes away some of the fun out of it. Back when legendaries were actually legendary, but nowadays you can, like, you know exactly what you're supposed to do, so you know exactly how to deal with it. Is that the new animation for that light thing with the paladin? Is that the new Light of Dawn? Hold on, is that the new Light of Dawn animation? I don't think, because they made Light of Dawn an AoE around you 40 yards. It's no longer like a frontal cone thing. Is that what that is? That was weird. I want to see what the hell that looks like. That looks sick. Wasn't it? It was a very wasn't in it. It was a very hardcore guild. I think limited availability is the way the Blizzard makes seems to be shifting to. I think they're actually going in the opposite direction. I think they're actually trying to make things less limited. There are some things that are limited, right? KSM mounts from previous seasons, they haven't returned those, right? They definitely did not return those. But I think that they are trying to go in a direction slowly of like, personally, it's just like a call it a vibe, right? Call it a feeling, call it a hunch. I don't have like anything crazy scientific to back this up with, but I'm thinking they are starting, because like they're bringing back evergreen content little by little, an opportunity for you to go back and get these things again. They are going back to the troves of stuff they used to have, and they're like, hey, this thing is available again, right? That's just the feeling that I'm getting. Where's LOD? I never press LOD. That is LOD, yeah. Huh. It's not really, it's like radiant sparks to kind of head trail towards people. But it literally does heal everything around me. That's weird. Okay. So it heals for 5,000. Injured allies within 40 yards around you for 5,000. Healing reduced beyond 5 targets. So it does have a drop off, but I guess it does have a healing factor. Versus Eternal Flame for 26,000 healing and then healing over time. Which I think if you play Eternal Flame, you're probably just gonna put as many Eternal Flames as you can, right? Like just that makes sense. Plus it also does a lot of like the fall off healing into Beacon of Faith target. Like all those hots are gonna heal the Beacon target too. And if you put it on yourself, that's self survivability as well. Right? That's probably where it comes from. But like, is there an opportunity for them to just AoE spam now? Is this a viable strategy? Welcome to patch day. Yeah, welcome to patch day. Holy powers are gonna be the demon warlock's best friend. Oh yeah, with all these demons, I am hoping. That's a good question. Because Light at Dawn, I'm hoping to prioritize this to its full healing, not fall off healing, on players, and then all those demons. Yo, you could pad with that. You could totally pad with that. It'll be overly healing, but you could totally pad with that then. If that is the case, if that is real. This might actually be okay healing method, just AoE spamming like that. Like when you're not like spot healing people, when you just have resources, you might just do this in like free time. Maybe actually, like, very, very possible. I'm wondering if that'll be a play. Because you could pretty much insta cast. Look, you could just insta, another insta, big heal. Spend it. It's like a way for you to cycle through your resources, right? If Holy Power is a resource and you don't have anybody specifically into Word of Glory, maybe a stack verse and you'll own. You think versatility is the play here? I guess, yeah, you wouldn't do Lightbringer because that's proximity. Yeah, you would have to back away out of that and stack Versa. Maybe, dude. It'll be wild. It's been a while since I've seen a Holy Paladin press Light of Dawn. Like a very, 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 very long time. Light of Dawn. What did they tell us that even... Light of Dawn unleashes heal, yeah. Word of Glory and Light of Dawn gain up to 30% additional chance to crit based on your target's current health. Lower health targets are more likely to crit. That's pretty good. Then you also have Judgment Critical Strikes. Empower your next Word of Glory to automatically Light of Dawn at 125% effectiveness. Holy Shock Light of Dawn criticals heal the target for additional healing over time. Light of Dawn and Holy Shock have a 100% chance to cast again at 50% effectiveness. Critical strike chance of Light of Dawn increase. And then also, Word of Glory and Light of Dawn now convert 5% of the healing into an absorb shield instead. Hold on a second. Login screen music so secretive? Is it secretive? That's a good question. Did they have that stuff come out on Wowhead? I'm assuming... Yeah, damn tell the ASUS at 10 p.m. Right now it says 9. It should be, unless they delayed it. Hold on, we could take a look at it. So on BNet, this is just directly from the horse's mouth here. Horse being Blizzard himself, saying, nay, you ain't playing this thing today. 6 p.m. PST, which converts to 9 p.m. EST, I think. It's 3 hours, right? 3 hour difference. Unless I'm crazy, chat. Let's say Void Tats would be available, then silently remove them from the post. Certainly makes sense available through a quest drop. Void Tattoos? Void Tats, really. Void Eyes? I think Void Eyes should have been a thing. Bare minimum, feel like if you Devour spec, your eyes turn voidy. Because all you gotta do is what? Take that green effect and like color grade it to like, take that dial of colors, the color wheel and like shift to purple. Or blue. Or blue, because all their abilities are very blue. That's wild. Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah. Have the US pop EST. Is it actually half? I assumed it's a quarter because you can know there's 4 time zones, but I guess it would be a lot of people in East Coast and West Coast, wouldn't it? That's where New York and Cali are, or yeah, Cali are. LA. Burning Void Eyes. Yeah, like look, a lot of the Demon Hunter abilities are blue. I guess it would have to be like this blue-purple combo that's very, very like color coded to all their other abilities. I assume, right? Most of the population lives on the East Seaboard. Is that actually true? I did not know that. Okay, if that's the case, then that's fair. If that is the case, then that is actually fair. But yeah, like look at the DH. I guess I do have what the sash. Like they could have just made this blue, right? Just for them specifically. Hello? I was gonna find a barber shop. There we are. Oh, you know what? They could have just done it for like if you are Devourer. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't be able to do anything specific for Devourer only. But yeah, tattoos, color-wise, they could have just given like. They could have just added like a deep blue. Wait, don't they have like a blue for Blood Elves? I feel like at least for Wood Elves, they should have added like a blue. Let me actually hop on a Wood Elf. Because also another thing that people pointed out, and I kind of agree with them. Right? When you make a new Void Elf, where are they? Okay. Let me go to another realm. Apparently on max level realm I cannot make a Void Elf Demon Hunter, but if I go to like the questing realm I can. PST states have 51 million collectively out of the US 30 million. PST states have 51 out of collectively 330 million. Is that the majority? Because that is a lot of people, but I just don't know off the top of my... I guess it depends. Wait, what? Is it PTR? Okay, it might have been PTR that I haven't unlocked. Never mind. Never mind. All I was gonna say is like the actual like Demon Hunter options for Void Elves don't really seem voidy. They all seem more fel. And I know that Demon Hunters are fel by nature. You have the Vengeance, which is really, really fel. You have the Havoc, which is also very fel. But like the underwear options, I feel like could have been maybe a little more cosmic void while still being Demon Hunter, right? You can still have that Demon Hunter like skull demon logo with the sash, but there could have been like a little more like void themed. Because I imagine people will play Void Elf Devour Demon Hunters for like the flavor of it, you know? But yeah, like why couldn't I have done this eyes and just give it like a blue version if you're a Devourer, right? Instead of green, you just get like blue voidy. Like they even have this in the chest and the gloves. You know, 50% of US pop. I'm actually gonna ask the AI, see if it which time zone of US has the most pop. Eastern 2026 is estimated nearly half, approximately 47% of the US population resides in the zone. Okay. Oh, it actually 155 million. Oh. Okay, so I saw when you said 51 million collectively. Pacific 50, it says 56, but pretty close actually. Central is 96. 23 Mountain, and then 2.1 Alaska. Mountain is pretty barren apparently. I didn't realize Central was that popular, but I guess it kind of makes sense. East Coast makes sense too, right? But yeah, I didn't know that. We'll learn something new every day, huh? Learn something new every day. In the story, the DH was teaching Void Elves to fight like a DH. So the actual storyline, you can actually play it right now in Karesh. It's pretty cool. Essentially, there was a Darius who was the boss in... And chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong at any point, because I'm going off of memory. Maybe I missed a detail, but Darius Darkblaze essentially was in Karesh trying to find ways to harness even more power. Very, very similar to how Illidan harnessed the chaos, the demonic strength. This guy was like, is looking at this amazing, just a massive void. And he thought, there's got to be a way of going about it. So he is out there, and the Voidos are out there too, and they're like, you know what, there is a Voido that's interested in possibly learning the teachings of a Demon Hunter to help out the Voidos in the future, and there's a Demon Hunter that's looking to potentially add a way to harness the Void. So there's going to be an opportunity for them to help each other out. There's a whole questline you go to essentially kill a bunch of things to harness the Void in a form where Adaris could possibly absorb it, being a Demon Hunter. And in the storyline, essentially, he gets to do it, but essentially he's just going out of control, and the Void Elf chick is essentially forced to kick him into a portal, just so like if there is some kind of like a reaction, he's at least dies by himself. So this Void that's essentially growing out of control doesn't just kill everybody, because you don't know what's going to happen to Koresh. He embraces the Void so well, he makes it out of there, and they're essentially roaming around Koresh, hunting down, fighting strong things with his band of other Demon Hunters. They're technically a side boss that's not canonically somebody that dies, because they're like an optional boss in a way. Like for World First, you had to kill them, but like there are more like a side boss that you technically could skip. So they're not like canonically dead, they're just a fight you can engage essentially. But yeah, I mean, basically, with that questline, she more or less has the teachings to figure out, like, they're both sharing knowledge with one another, and she essentially uses that to basically become a Demon Hunter. And then you do a little questline once you actually get, like, the quest to unlock Void Elf Demon Hunters, it's really, really short. You basically just help a Void Elf Demon Hunter defeat the final target, and then it's, like, locked in, and now they're able to share the teachings, and then they can make one. Somebody can, if you're like a big lore guy and you pay attention to the questline more than if you want to adjust something here, go for it. But that's more or less what that story is, and it can actually be played when they're prepared. I mean, Adaris definitely was prepared, and I kind of like the idea of like Demon Hunters, like how they're able to just like, oh, here's this cosmic threat, let me absorb it to use it, fight fire with fire. And here we are in a world where Demency is pretty much getting awakened, and you could just see like, yeah, the Void is a pretty big cosmic threat. What if I were to like fight fire with this one too? And I feel like it opens up a potential where, yeah, but fellow Demon Hunters that are all about the chaos. You have now Devourer that's all about the Void. The Light is also a cosmic force like any other. And we do have a Netherim that became Light Forged. What if, like, in the future we could get another, I mean, unlikely, but what if we could get another spec of Demon Hunter that harnesses the Light? Because it's just a force like any other. I mean, if you did the like Maghar allied race questline, you go to this alternate version of Draenor where the Draenei all essentially get converted into Lightforge, and they're essentially on a crusade to convert everybody else. They're the bad guys in that situation. Not edgy enough? Probably. But what about pure hellfire too, right? Other elements. Frost, Arcane, like the order that the Titans are all about. I was thinking like the Light could just be like a starting point maybe. But pure blinded, yeah, Light blinded, new meaning, yeah, I feel like that could be insane. And imagine like you become basically like a Demon Hunter that harnesses the Light, like purple flavored Demon Hunter is all about the Void. You're just trying to consume things because you're like, I think it's just cool how it's just a sect of warriors that are taking all these cosmic forces and finding ways to use them as a weapon. Even though their existence essentially is pain and suffering, but it's kind of like, yeah, I choose this. I choose this for the greater good, right? Yeah, I just the idea, like, it'd be kind of cool. That now I have my scars. True. Actually, that would have been sick. Now I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, Illidan did reject the Light because it was trying to mold him anew. Let go of his scars, but he's like, no. All of these decisions are me. No more prophecy. The H Healer. I mean, if they ever wanted to give like, so potentially if they ever wanted to give Demon Hunters a healing role, that would be a way of going about it. Like, because imagine a Demon Hunter spouting Zealotry while using the Light forcefully, right? Forcing the Light to heal others. It's like a violent heal in a sense. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. You know what I mean? That'd be cool as hell. So it's not up. Not that from what I can tell, I'm pretty sure if it was up, somebody would say it. Yeah, I'm giving it like 10 more minutes until it's hopefully up. No, it's not gonna be up. It's gonna be 10 more minutes until they push it back with another delay. I promise you. That's what Undead Priests do. Pretty much, yeah, I guess. But it doesn't really like, it visually doesn't look like they're forcing it. I get like lore wise it does. I think it'd be cool if they had like some Like his holy smites were like, I don't know, had some kind of like undead thing with it. No, no, not again. No, 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 no. I know. I'm gonna say bold boys. You slide in your face to heal. Yeah. I could totally do it. I mean, they have Fel Devastation, which is just like a Fel Belch. You could totally just puke light. That would be kind of, I mean, I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. You know what I mean? They could do some cool creative things with it too. Like, Devour is not like, it's not the crazy, it's like an amalgamation of a couple of elements put together, but there are some really cool things that I like about it. Like, the ability of Shift, one of my favorite movement abilities I've ever seen. The fact that it has this like verticality to go higher than you normally would be able to is sick. I was over here and a couple of shifts I'm over here. I love this. Yes, like, is Shift gonna be useful when you have skywriting in the open world? No, it isn't useful. So I guess you could argue it's just a novelty. But like, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of people play the classes we play for the novelty. Then they could do that. Yeah, so it's essentially, it's kind of like, think of it as like a heroic leap or a grapple hook. Jay saying servers are up. Jay is saying servers are up. Jay is saying servers are up. Jay is confirming right now the servers are up. Jay is confirming officially servers are up. We're gonna go find out if they are. We're gonna go find out. I don't know if they are, but we'll see. We'll see, because I want to play my Outlaw Road. I want to go play. Hold OBS. There it is. This looks like beta. There, you see how there's an old background, not the Silver Moon one? This is pre-patch. The Silver Moon one is for live, whenever that goes up. We'll see. We'll see. It's on. Dude, what am I even gonna do? It's like finally here. Like, what am I even gonna do? I already know what video I'm gonna work on tonight, and I have a Cairo appointment tomorrow, so I'm probably working that after I'm done with the stream. But chat, what do we do, mate? Did we do a dungeon? What do we do? Go get a Void of Demon Hunter questline done, I guess. That'd be a pretty good use of my time. Good thing stream is over. I mean, I never said like when it's gonna be over. Today's a weird day. I'll probably stream maybe earlier tomorrow to do more stuff. Yeah, I guess doing a dungeon would make sense. Waiting to see before I get disappointed. Fair. I think it's fair. Yeah, with Midnight, if you're not 100% with this expansion, definitely wait before you get disappointed. I think it's perfectly fair to do it. It's Blizzard is making a lot of big changes, and it's up to them to convince you whether this is a product that you would want to invest time into. By no means should you feel like, oh, I play WoW, so I'm obviously just gonna play this expansion as well. No, let Blizzard convince you. If they can't, that's on them. Time walking. I could do a time walking on a Demon Hunter, yeah, because then I still need to get my mount. I forgot to do it this week, so I guess now would be a good time. Yeah, I guess time walking would be a good time. Good time on a DH. Whisper Moon is up. Yeah, I'm trying to see if my realm loads. I have a blue bar at the top, so I'm kind of letting it do its thing. Remember the 10 midnight the 10 midnight raid streams? I do remember those. Yeah, those were fun. Those were fun. Maybe I'll bring those back in midnight. I think it'd be kind of fun, but like, it's a lot of streams, man. You know what I mean? Having a stream in the afternoon, stream in the evening. Maybe if I can get like the if I can get the time. If I can get the time for it. Being totally serious, have you thought about doing some Santa charity? That beard and mustard is on point. I have not, but I would be against it. I would not be against it. Painting my beard white, putting on a Santa suit. You know what I mean? I would not be against it. I think it would be kind of cool to spread some holiday cheer. Some good old Christmas cheer. I'm not against it. Does it have to apply to pre-release content before we can log in? Does it have to apply to pre-release content? I'm not sure what you mean, actually. Does it have to apply to pre-release content before we can log in? If you ask, like, do you need to do any kind of updates and bat on that before you load in? You might need to do a quick update. Everybody's BNets, if you've been playing, should have done background downloading for that stuff, so you can like seamlessly just join in. But who knows, really? This and the last Titan will be last for me before I quit WoW. Hey, if they end it with a bang at some point, like it's an end of an era, right? If that is where your choice of like, all right, I will play this World Saga because I trust Chris Metzen. I want to see this thing to the end. I could totally see somebody like be like, you know what, and then I'll go play other games, because there is a lot of games out there. Like when you think about it, people that play WoW, usually that's like your game. Is the maintenance an hour only? That was so much longer than that. No, they delayed it a couple of times, man. Oh Lord, they delayed it a couple of times on NA. It's crazy. And I'm trying to log in, and you could see, you could call this still maintenance to some degree, right? But yeah, I feel like, because there's a lot of games out there, man. I feel like you on one hand, you definitely, unless you're playing like Shadowlands or World of Degenerate, it does, like, unless you're investing your time into those expansions specifically, to some degree, you do kind of miss out on other games, on other experiences. So if somebody decides, you know what, WoW has been a lot of fun, but I need to like figure out what to do with my time, explore other games, I feel like it's perfectly normal. I feel like it's perfectly fine. It's not a bad move, honestly. And the end of an era. I mean, unless they keep making good expansions and it's just really, really fun and it just keeps you going. But like, yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with the journey coming to an end. Still logging into character. Same. 6-7 hours. It was pretty long. Having characters on the server. Yeah, it's doing the retrieving character listing for me. I'm assuming it's probably because everybody's logging in. I still have this like bar that keeps like, you know, doing this back and forth movement. Cancel and re-enter, it worked for me. Is that real? Just backing out and come back in? I could. Or do I just wait? I don't even know. Okay, I made an escape, but it's not even doing anything. Yeah, I made an escape, it's not doing anything. I can't click back. Okay, I'm just gonna exercise patience. I'm gonna sit there patiently for a bit. If that happens, then I guess I can stick around. I'll probably just come back in with the story and leave. Yeah. Yeah, very. I mean, even then, you probably can get the story through like somebody that has lore on the game. I think as long as Noble is still playing Noble, as long as he's still playing the game, there's a good chance he'll make lore about the next expansion and show off cinematics. So you could experience it without directly playing it, just to keep up with the story. That's what I mean. Does it require a patch before it can load in? Good chance it does. If you have not had the game loading and downloading the background info ahead of it, it may. Yes, it may. If you haven't played for a while. Backing out work for me. Okay, so I might need to do that then. We'll try just closing it. Just killing it. I'm actually going to give it a second, see if it has any updates, because maybe it's got to do a quick update. Looks like you're stuck. I am. It does have an update. It does have an update. So maybe that's why I wasn't doing it. So if you are doing anything, do a quick update, boys. It may be a thing. Got it kicked out into the loader. Yeah, maybe there's a hotfix they're applying or something. As they're pushing out updates, changes, whatever. Even if somebody who plays like WoW will still be there, lots of new players. Yeah, the question is like, they're trying to set up the game with Midnight. It looks like with some of the streamlining for a newer player to be able to enter the game more easily. The game has definitely built up a lot of knowledge you need in order to be able to enter and like start raiding and start. Another update. Okay. All right, Blizzard, we got an update to get an update. Thanks. Appreciate it. Have ESO. But why have been since solo leveling dolls? Yeah. What's up, Harry Blizzard? Let's go. Watching the all three Stooges videos, bro. Seriously. Xbox PS5 port. I think in the future they could. I mean, they got the one button thing, and if they're streamlining classes, so technically could play easier on a controller. I mean, if they could expand it to other platforms, I don't think they would say no. I mean, again, like Final Fantasy has been on PlayStation for like ever. That game has been kind of built from ground up to be functional that way, though. OBS will do a switch here in a second. You guys are not missing anything. Need the NVIDIA overlay to kick in first, and then OBS does the thing after. Showtime, don't jinx it. We gotta give it a second. I just want to see if the ROMs load. If my character list shows. Oh yeah, they did say all of everybody's mogs are gonna be scuffed. Arian. I'm gonna need, dude, do I just say, okay, so at least like the Rogue Discord does have talents ahead, set up ahead of time. So at least there are godsend in that front. But yeah. Oh, do they have the, Builds and pre-patch. Yeah, stats, info, crit, more than haste, more than mastery. Pre-patch ones over 30% haste, beta ones like 22. Sim should work. Oh, we can sim. We can actually sim the character too. Yeah. Now minimum mogs. Yeah, mogs. Yeah, so the new transmog system, by the way, it all kinds of weird. All kinds of weird. All kinds of weird. So when you log in, you'll have to remake your set. Although all of your saved mogs from before are still saved in a separate tab. You'll just, you know, buy new outfits that all of your other characters can use. But the cool part is you can switch between outfits anytime you want to. 700 gigs just for outfit change? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, it is more expensive. However, the outfits are to some degree better. Well, am I supposed to have access to all 3 capstones? I don't think that's true actually. What the hell? Okay. Let me get a build. Recommended pre-patch? Yeah. Did they fix the beta version of Outlaw, by the way, with the auto text stuff? I don't know actually. Did they fix it? I think they did fix it in the beta. So that's good. It's very good. Did I just copy it? Link. Okay, how do I copy it stuff again? Import. No, export. Share. Okay, and we do. Oh yeah, my builds are gone. Okay. Looks like you will have to play Trickster for the time being. Okay, I don't really need this as a button. And then this goes here. I am not keep it rolling on this version. Oh yeah, that's for Ghost Strike. Yeah, we're in, it's happening. No show assassin build, bro. I can do that, yeah. I can get a build for assassination. Like what, like an M+ builder? Fadebound is recommended apparently. Is that Deathstalker? Crazy. Okay, well, I'm probably just gonna do Deathstalker just because I'm so used to it, but maybe Fadebound AoE is better. Death and Plus. That's more or less the build you would run. I guess it just takes away a lot of these things on the left-hand side, but that's fine. It doesn't really put too much into Supercharge, but it does to pick up Kingsbane and Supercharge either way. But that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, Poisonous Drive? Okay. Yeah, without the Apex sounds, this thing is going to feel a little weird. It might actually feel a little bit on the weaker side of things without it. Just like a little. Don't really need this. I guess I could track it here just in the bars. But yeah, those would be the build if you want to play Assassination like Mythic Plus. Unless you're looking for a raid. But I guess I should get a raid build going, shouldn't I? Because Fate raid. Because I will be taking this thing into raid tomorrow. So I am gonna need it. Are you gonna play Assassination? I think maybe Subtlety will be the play. I definitely want to play all the fights as Outlaw. Now that we get the Outlaw going. But yeah, that'll be interesting. Crimson Tempest is a good button. Alright, let's do a key as Outlaw. Let's go and get my Mog and then do a key as Outlaw. Just one quick one. One quick key. I might need to sim this thing too, dude. I might. Okay, they need to stop doing that here. Stop giving me numbing poison. Everybody's playing a Trophic. Everybody's playing a Trophic. Please stop it. Get some help. I know why they're playing numbing, but everybody's playing that. Also, stop giving me cheat death. Who? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Swear to God, dude. Swear to God. And unfortunately, I also need to make a raid version for this, do I? Unfortunately, if you're playing Outlaw, there is a bit of a bug right now with the talents, sadly. Where if you're playing, let's say, Fatebound, there's a bug where you lose auto attack speed. So they had not even counted for bugs. It should play for better. Replace. Yeah. Once it fixed Fatebound, because it is bugged a little, you're playing Fatebound, but Yeah, Tricks Raid. Be my go-to for WoW updates and road guides, man. Keep it up. I will try my very, very best to keep up with the all the guides and things, man. I'll try to do my very, very best that I can. What do I have in my shift T normally? What do I have in a shift T? Am I missing an ability? Oh yeah. You did get a new roll of the bones. I guess that makes sense. Oh, let me also set this up too. Combat enhancements. Yeah. Oh god, I gotta move you. And boss warnings. Oh god, okay. Damage meter. Encounter bar. Okay, that's fine. Tilt up here. That's fine. You want to make these a little larger. Width, I don't really need. Height, it's fine. Bar height. Padding. Opacity, background. I like having a bit of a like a dark square background. Text size. Always visible. Okay. I don't need essential cooldowns. Track buffs I do want now. Put them over here. Bars. I want them like this. No, I don't think I do. Is this where I want this? A little to the right. And I kind of want this to spill over just a little. Well, yeah. I don't need to know coup de grace. I don't need to know unseen blade. Do I? That's fine. Put it in the back. I need to know coins at any point. Grave is fine. I want to see pistols and I want paint. Put the bones here. Loader dice out. Blade flurry here. And deadly pursuit. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay, I think I can probably work with that. Yeah, and roll the bones, and he gives you double trouble. Yeah, we're in. Gotta get a hell of a build. So check out Wowhead for the class discords. Is this the raid build? Oh my god, they still keep giving the one poison for the raid build. Okay, well I think we're good, chat. I think we are set up, at least for the time being. Brawl, I can remove that build. I can remove the Fate raid build because we don't play Fate right now. Ambush M+, I can remove that. PvP build, I think I can do that. Okay, let's go run a key. Let's see how this spec plays in Mythic Plus. Or should I do Sims? Chat, or should I do Sims? Because apparently crit is my best stat, and I have like no crit, dude. I have lots of versatility. I have some haste, but not a lot of crit. So I might be able to, let's just do one thing at a time. Look, you play good when you look good. So let's see if we can get ourselves some outfits here. Outfit 1 we get for free. Custom sets, these are the ones that I made before, way a while back. And I can, no, I don't have the chest piece. Why is it incomplete? Do I really not have that chest piece? Okay. Change name. Demon Red? And icon maybe? Spells? I want to put it on my bar somewhere. I could, right? Couldn't I? if I want to switch up different sets, save this outfit. This one I want to do the I can do daggers. Wait, hold on. Chat, this is the best part. Now that we are in midnight, I can now transmog swords into daggers. Give me a dagger. Give me a dagger that I go together with my weapon, because I can just go daggers if I wanted to. I can go daggers while wearing swords. Do we just go like the artifact weapon? The mage tower one? Do we just go big ass red? Do we just go assassin? What do we think? Gotta sim this. Yeah, no, Harold's forced me Templar. Gotta sim this. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of sims. That is the best and the worst part, is the sims. Chat, do we go daggers or just stick like with long swords, man? The rapiers that we have. Because like, this is a dagger apparently, but it looks sick. We can go daggers if we wanted to, man. As outlaw. Like, maybe I'll do this. We keep that as is. We make another set with daggers, and I'll just switch to that if I ever feel like it. Like this, using the chain kini. And then dagger-wise, we can do... I don't know what daggers are good, actually. Doesn't quite fit. Wish I had this in red. That would look sick in red. I think this one used these. I'm pretty sure I did arcane. Save outfit. And this will be chain kini. Items. Do they have an icon for chain kini? They probably do, but there's a lot of midnight icons. Oh, here we go. Arash icons, the dragon. Spell icons, trading post stuff. Shop stuff. Void, and that's some new icons coming in here. Here we go. So now I can switch between those two sets. I can go daggers as an outlaw, and I'm still holding swords. Or I can go like full on swords while wielding daggers. Actually, with this, I do want to go full daggers. Or full swords. So this. Sword. Outlaw. Arcane. Arcane. Save. Okay. So I could have a dagger, but still hold swords. That's sick. No glaze still? No glaze? Yeah, unfortunately. It would have loved if they gave rogues the ability to wield glaze, but that's going to be a demon hunter thing. I also need to... I like my Tomless Proto, but I need to be running around on the Mythic mount, man. This thing is too sick. I'm going to need to switch him. So I default to this one. Look at this pretty thing. This galaxy-ass looking thing. Alright, let me run a quick sim. Not all glaives. Just Illidan one. Oh, the Illidan one. Are you on Demon Hunter trying to get those? Yeah, I still need to get those, honestly. Or you mean like give rogues the ability to wield those? Because that technically used to be a sword back in the day. I agree with you, but the reason why they gave it to Demon Hunters only is because of the whole Demon Hunters and glaives. Which, they used to be swords. You're right, they're not wrong about that, but yeah, Demon Hunters gotta give something special to Demon Hunters. You know, they took Metamorphosis from Warlocks, they're taking Illidan Glaive from Rogues. They're not special enough, you guys. You know what I mean? They're not special enough, man. They need more special stuff, you know. You know, what do you have that maybe they could use, man? You know, Paladins, Golden Wings. Give those to Demon Hunters too, why not? You know what I mean? Okay. I'm actually gonna run a sim for like stats on my character. I'm gonna do a simming. I don't want to spend a lot of time simming, chat. I don't want to spend a lot of time simming. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time simming. I want to see if these haste heavy gloves are gonna be better. Why are the stats so low for these? That's not gonna work well. Oh, the item levels of things that we have are actually all kinds of crazy. Yeah, a lot of the items that I'm wielding, they're like super low item level for some reason. Why is that? Maybe improvise C4 and pacemaker is kind of okay because it's crit. I am probably gonna need to change my rings to go more crit heavy. Assuming. Oh wait, hold on. Is there like an update on Sims websites as well? Okay, I may not be able to sim my character right now. Honestly, I may not be able to. I just might not be able to chat. No sim updates on sim websites. Okay, so sims are gonna be broken for the day. That's fine. We'll just do a dungeon. We'll just play the new version of Outlaw just for funsies. Alright? Just for fun. Test out the new mechanics, new features, all these things. Daily boss mods. Blizzard timeline? Sure. Sure, I have no idea, honestly. I don't know which one is better. Pretty sure it's supposed to be another add-on doing this, but we'll roll with it. Let's do like a, I don't know, 12? What is available? Does it have streets? Do I want to do streets? I don't really care on the level. Wait, hold on, really? Is there only this many keys? Okay, well maybe Gambit? I don't know, dude. I guess people are just logging in, so there's not that many keys to pick from for the time being. But like, yeah. I just want to do one dungeon just to see how Outlaw plays now that we got the new version of Outlaw, man. I just want to press some buttons and see how things are. That's all I want to do. I'm gonna have to do a lot of like testing off stream as well about it, but for the time being, I just want to try how it feels to play now. I did spend quite a decent bit of time with Outlaw, and oh yeah, there's a Void of Demon Hunter. Oh wait, I gotta do these two. Damn it. Nameplates. Make them slightly larger. Debuff scale. Style modern. I like this better. Rarity icon, health value, and percent. I kind of want to see all of those things. Spell target, yes. Spell target. I want to see who they're casting at. Progressive. Mobs. Shared CC. Maybe player debuffs. Okay, it's bugging a little bit. Friendly player buffs, that's fine. Debuff padding, I don't really want to pad. Simplify names for minor enemies. Okay. What is this? Add-ons, text bar. Okay, so just Blizzard base UI is also having issues. Cool. That's what pre-patch is for. You know what I mean? That's where the issues come from, man. Okay. Damage meters are kind of working, sort of. Oh yeah, you could track all that. Tracks pretty well. Man, not playing with Keep It Rolling feels weird. But I think it's gonna be doable. Oh wait, do we have the wrong damage meter? Oh, I need the DPS, huh? Okay. Yeah, we don't have the new damage meter that we got on the beta, which shows damage overall and DPS right next to each other, which is super unfortunate. What can you do, really? I guess I don't really need to know where phase buff is up, do I? I don't know if I actually really need to see it. Details doesn't work anymore. No, there is a version of Details that basically replaces this. I may need to update it or just reload or something. I'm not quite sure. Unless they have a version for the beta. They have one that functions for like the pre-patch PTR, but I don't know if they have a functional one for live though. I could be wrong. But I would rather use the Details version. It's just the version that we have on PTR and pre-patch is different. Weirdly. It is different. Wait, am I not picking up all the phase? Oh yeah. I guess I'm not playing phase for all targets. That is weird. Yeah, let me look actually. might as well hit one more between the eyes. One more between the eyes. I can't help it, dude. But it's just spamming between the eyes. I do like there's a counter now that tells you like when the buff is up or not. Let me look. Wait, are addons even running? Alright, details meter incompatible. Okay, wait. Load out of date? Maybe that's the case. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work. That did not work. Add-ons, is it still incompatible? Okay, yeah, so whoever's running details, the guy needs to load up the right version, because I think he put up the wrong version that you can download for like live. Yeah, I think he does have like wrong version right now, unfortunately. Auction house not working, WTF? Is it not working? Ain't no way. Hold on, I want to see. Is it that messed up? It seems to be working unless there's like, can you buy stuff? Let's say like I want to buy potion. Oh yeah, I'm looking at glyphs, aren't I? No items found. Oh yeah, it's not working. You're right. No auctions available. Yeah, this is so weird. You are correct. What key is this for again? Is this Aldani? Vehicle Dome Aldamani? Try to buy stuff? Yeah, you're right. No, yeah, that's odd. I'm assuming that's like an issue on their end. They are changing things quite a bit, so databases might be all kinds of bugged. I doubt it. They like threw all those items off the H. You know what? I was kind of expecting for the summon to be bugged. Like, to be honest, it's a pre-patch, right? Of a new expansion where they're doing crazy amount of changes. So I'm kind of not surprised that things are bugged or not functioning correctly. I am not surprised one bit. Not one bit. Honestly, chat. Not surprised at all. I could have ported too, actually. I should have ported. I was trying to see, since I can't buy a potion, I guess I'm just going to run versatility flasks like I normally do. Apparently versatility is not a good stat anymore. Like, it's okay, but I'm pretty sure my class is all about crit. Because you play into between the eyes, improve between the eyes, the resets, and then eventually your apex talents. But we'll see. We'll see if I can really play into it. And a cold-blooded killer. I'm not even sure if that's working correctly. That may still be bugged. May still be bugged. But we'll find out. Wait! Whoa! Hold on! Chat! That's a hunter and is wielding dual wield. That is a hunter and wielding dual wield. Dude played survival out here. Hold on a second. First survival changes the better. Dude is straight up running with... He had those things ready to go for a new patch, man. Dual wield ready to go for the new patch. Oh, he's played the Flame Fang pitch too. Okay, Sentinel, Flame Fang. Okay, that could be really, really good. Could be real good. And the Chakram? Okay, that's interesting. Dude's already tried some new stuff. I like that. I like that a lot. What about this guy? Is he playing the new hero? Yeah, he is an Annihilator. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, either we're gonna do really good damage or we're gonna troll chat. It's either one of those two. Either the damage is actually gonna be good or it's gonna be a super troll. I don't know if sims are functioning. They're saying sims are working. I may need to do some other stuff to figure out how to get sims working properly. But yeah, I am definitely gonna sim tonight and do a lot of the back end. That'll be fun. Very, very fun. Play Bad Blame Blizzard, same. Got a melee squad here. Monk should feel pretty decent, I imagine. No, maybe not actually. Maybe they're going to be Apex talent reliant actually, because that Apex talent is kind of a big deal for them. I didn't realize the little guys would have like such a small like pain, like health bar. My damage is kind of okay. We should reroll though. Oh, really good buff. Oh, these guys are gorging. We need to stop them from gorging. A little bit better at that. Basically just pulling. Next pack and next pack and the pack after that and the pack after that and the pack after that and the pack after that. Damage wise, this feels pretty good. But then again, I'm not supposed to have 30% haste. This is just what happens when you have like endgame gear from the last raid. And those haste values are still super like juiced. And just secondary stats in general are just juiced. It's interesting though how I'm gonna have to actually consider how much haste I have. Previously it was like a very, very specific number, but now you can really go to 30 if you really wanted to. And it's like actually there's benefits in there now. Gonna hold the drone rush here for the next pack. But chat, look at that. Damage is pretty good. Right? Damage is pretty good in a big trash pack where I'm skills fully target capped. Could have been worse, right? Could have been worse. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to make sure I have roll the bones in my stealth bar. That's a little... Oh no, I don't like this over here. I want this in the center. I'm gonna need to adjust that. I'm gonna save killing spree for the next trash pack, or for the next set of ads. Got a bad setting on it, but what can you do? Should give me one set of ads, right? One more, I think. Yeah, it is. All the alerts. So funny. How much does I want to use the burst on the ads? Oh man, killing spree. Do I just save it? Like now I save it, yeah. Now we're just AoE and killing spree. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't hold CDs. It was weird to hold them. I felt alright. I hit 13, so it's not the highest key ever, but that felt pretty good, chat. That actually kind of felt pretty good. I didn't hate that. Although I do want to see if I can find the boss warnings and make you horizontal. I want to make you... Where'd you go? Oh, you're over here. I want to move you here, move you here, move you here. Probably lower, honestly. Something like that. I'm putting this way above. Okay. Okay, I don't know where they went. I'm coming, team. And then put roll the bones where it's supposed to be. Like a pre-roll, like a good boy, like I'm supposed to. Survival Hunter seems to be doing pretty good damage. Decent pre-patch. Is that a holy? Oh no, it's a disc priest. I was thinking for a second maybe we would have more holy priests because that thing is much easier to play. Yeah, let me do that. The question is, how ambitious are we going? Kind of ambitious. I'm okay with that. I think they actually were able to get the, because the problem that I was actually seeing on PTR with the nameplates that they have, like they're not amazing, but they're kind of serviceable. The biggest problem was they were not really feeling responsive for a good bit on the beta. And it was looking like the pre-patch was going to get the shitty version of them, but it looks like they might have gotten the better version. I'm not having like any struggle targeting mobs like I notably had when just testing pre-patch, like a PTR. Because PTR, they were atrocious. Just even doing some like open world stuff for the pre-patch event, the Twilight Blade invasion thing they're going to be doing. It was like bad. It was real bad. But this feels better. Like these feel like they're actually responsive. Even a little. What was the song name previous one? I can... Flo could just link you the song, I think. Here we go. Yeah. Trying to see if I can... trying to hit stuff. But that should be the song. I was trying to actually see if I could scroll back up to the top of the mix. But that should take you to the song that I'm currently listening to right now. Banish this? I don't really know. Yo, I really need to probably, now that there's like buttons to press, I probably should find a good button for like health at this point, like potion. A little silly that I still yet to do that. Try to, I know it's a 13 and like off season of a key, but I'm trying to still kind of take it somewhat seriously. Try not to get hit by mechanics. Oh my god. Wait, I'm not seeing the CC, am I? Oh yeah, I'm not seeing CC. I want to add that to nameplates. Can I see that? Buffs, scale, things. Enemy player buffs, debuffs, enemy player shared CC. Is that it? I think it's shared CC. Let me try it. Can I blind him? Yes, I can see him. Okay, good, good, good. Good. That's what I was missing there. Get all the bones. I'm so behind on damage. Just trying to do UI stuff. Probably not the best stuff to do in mid-dungeon, but what else can you do, man? Oh yeah, these things still alive. Just check out the like the alerts, like the bewares or whatever. It could be worse. Okay. That guy's dead, isn't he? Yeah. I don't know if he have like anything available. Any reses? Doesn't matter. You can't res him. So wait, do I have a res? I thought I had engineering on my bracers. Apparently I don't. Do I have jumper cables? I don't think I do. Is it up? Yeah, pre-patch is actually here. Pre-patch is finally actually here. I should take away the thing, the counter on at the top above my head. I will in a second here, and the pin. Try to close these things down. Can I vanish this? Does it? Nah. I was thinking maybe you could vanish him. Dude, Outlook feels kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate this version at all. It's like really streamlined. Not having to do crack shot stuff while I'm still doing decent damage. It's pretty nice. They still have cooldown reduction mechanics, so building spending comp points is still very, very important. I can get a kill spree. I'm disoriented. Yeah, I can. Wait, does this guy have this different health than the mount? I thought they shared health. No, they totally have different health. What is this? Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, it's so weird. They totally had different health, dude. They totally had different health. That was so weird. I didn't know like what was gonna happen. Like, is he just gonna stay alive? If the pet dies or the mount dies? That was so odd. So unusual. Yeah, the changes they made for Trickster to make it like more playable, I do like those. Because for a good while, it is still a little behind Fatebound, but Fatebound auto attack nerf thing bug that it has, I don't know if it'll be viable until they fix it. Oh god, what is happening here? I'm noticing like a noticeable performance dip in that area specifically. What the hell? I feel like frames got cut in half just now. Is it the... I think it's a shimmer effect that they have. So that's bugging something. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing. Okay, wait, did that stun him? Okay, that did stun him. One guy probably wasn't stunned. That or he was stunned? Still casting. Or they look like he was stunned. Odd. We're probably gonna need a way more percent though, aren't we? I think we're a little behind in percent. But a decent bit. Oh man, chat, you have no idea how nice it is not having to vanish anymore. Not having to press vanish ever again. It's so nice, man. It's so nice. Holy. I'm so good. Not having to press vanish ever again. These are gonna need a kick, aren't they? There they are. Oh my god, it's so nice. Just pressing my class, press buttons. So good. I might actually have to switch over with Night Elf if I don't really need Vanish for the crack shot stuff, man. Might actually have to swap out. And I could play, maybe I could go back to Nightborn, or I don't know, play the Harmony or something. I could do something different this time. Like Vanish, like Rogue Meld is still going to be very, very good, I imagine. Like incredibly good for PvP, but there could be an opportunity for me to just play someone else instead. Like actually, because I've been Night Elf because it's just an advantage with the whole Shadow Meld thing. Because you can get more crack shot with those Mythic Plus in particular. It's a crazy advantage. But with this, we could just go back, man. Do something different. And I like how they also made Blade Rush actually hit like an ability. Will it show me a talent build? Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'll make guides on it as well. I'll make a quick guide for all 3 specs for the pre-patch after giving like my chance to try them out. There are some bugs, so Outlaw will unfortunately have some limitations which hero specs you're gonna play with. But you will be able to play with at least Trickster for the time being until they fix Fatebound. But after they fix, the Fatebound should be very, very good. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have a lot of haste. This pick feels so fast-paced that I have all this haste. Normally it's like really fast-paced, but like there's only moments of when you're fast-paced, you know? That makes sense? I don't want to wait to use killing spree for like when I go for like a big go with the boss, but I feel like I should just killing spree now because I'm gonna start working it back really quickly. Or I wish I could play with Keep It Rolling, because the new Keep It Rolling is like much easier to play with. That will feel pretty good, I imagine. Oh, I'm gonna take damage, aren't I? Yeah, at least I cloaked it, but yeah, not. I kind of scuffed that up so hard. Brain short-circuited. New PvP gear, yeah. Yeah, all new PvP gear. Gotta get a lot of haste and crit. I mean, I guess if you go haste heavy as Outlaw, you would have been fine. But yeah. Haste, and then crit is also good still. I don't know if you actually will play heavy crit though in PvP. To be honest. Neat. And the overall was 37. I mean, I did pretty good. There was some moments where I'm just sitting there and just like AFK and doing the UI stuff, but that's pretty good, man. This feels good to play. This actually feels really, really good to play. Nice. We +3 that apparently. I mean, it's a 13, so like, yeah, it makes sense to +3 that, to be honest. When the servers come up for US, so they're up right now. They've been up since 9, so we've been exploring it for about 40 minutes or so. About 40 minutes or so, chat. Look at this Hearthstone, though, by the way. It looks so good. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, let me share with the talent build as an Outlaw main. You can find these builds also on like Wowhead. Guy is made all the updates to the guides for the pre-patch if you want like a version. I am gonna make a YouTube video on the Outlaw Assassination Subtlety like builds for pre-patch, all that, and like a simple rotation guide, things like that. But yeah, so this is the talent build you're playing right now. With Rogue class challenge, you don't really have anything crazy. You'll still play. I play Illusionist. You can play Cheat Death if you wanna. It doesn't really make a difference, but Illusionist is better for like pushing keys. I'm so used to Illusionist in dungeons. You'll pick up Evasion. That's down here right now. It is weird, but you'll pick it up anyway. And you'll invest into Deeper Strat. You'll invest into Thistletea, and you'll invest into Cold-Blooded Killer. Although this may not be proccing all that often, it's a bug. It's still. Otherwise, you could only like you could drop this for Recuperator, but it does very little. Basically, it's a free-floating talent point, but at some point they will fix Cold-Blooded. It's been having bugs on the beta, and I imagine it's like doing something weird on their end. But since we're kind of stuck playing Trickster, the problem with Fatebound is you would play Fatebound. The problem is right now it does something weird math with auto attacks where every time you get the heads, the damage buff coin, every time you lose it, it reduces your auto attack damage. And it resets when you log out, log in, but you can basically get to the point where your auto attacks can practically do 0 damage. They get less and less damage the more coin flips you get on heads. Until they fix it, Fatebound, you can't really play it right now. When they do fix it, it'll be really, really good. So for now, you'll play Trickster. Since we got a whole Euro challenge, you basically go on row in the far right, middle right, and then far left. And then you hit up the, capstones, and you ignore this whole row completely. Over in the Spectre, you'll pick up things Death Maneuvers. Feels weird, but still very, very strong. You'll invest heavily into the Between the Eyes, so you'll pick up Improve Between the Eyes, 1 point into AC Perceive for the Between the Eyes resets, not the calm points, and 0 in, and you'll go Heavy Critical Strike in your gear in order to get more crits so you can buff the damage with Between the Eyes. You also will play Blade Rush. Essentially, you want to put it on cooldown as long as you're not energy capped. Blade Rush will gain you some energy back over 5 seconds, so you just want to make sure you use it whenever you're not max energy. And you'll play into Fan the Hammer, you'll pick up Killing Spree because it's a must for Trickster, and you'll put a point into Summarily Dispatch. Although that's a free floating point, you could technically go Menacing if you need like a damage window, but there's not too many good options for the time being. Elicitors feel good, not easy. Yeah, it feels very, very strong defensively. Use Archon mostly. Archon, yeah, but Archon is good website. Archon is solid. It's just the problem with Archon. I'm assuming with the patch just releasing, it's not going to have a lot of data. It usually takes a week for them to accumulate it. That is also unless Blizzard changes how their API works, and how well can they pull data from the Blizzard end of things. Do we know if it'll be as long as EU? I don't think so. You guys are gonna get it hopefully at the normal time. I don't know if you guys will have delays. I'm assuming Americas are the guinea pig for patch releases, so I'm assuming you should have it without delays. We had a delay probably because they were fixing an issue, and I'm assuming they should be able to give you guys your version of the game, your EU build, whenever you guys get your EU reset. So that should be tomorrow, technically, like super early in the morning. But yeah, we're like the new Blizz UI. I do like the changes. I do wish it was more customizable. There are some things that it's generally good, but there are some things that I think could be better. Like a quick example of like how they could improve upon it is there's only one bucket for a bar, right? All those bars like show how long the ability is gonna like duration of a timer. I would like it if you could like have more than one. Like we could put one for buffs, we'll put one for like dots. So like if you're a warlock or playing the other dot class and you want to track dots, you could have one bar for like death mark, or I don't know, dark glare, or whatever other, you know, if you shadow preset, your void form, how long does that last? Well, maybe on the left you want to put what your dots are. So you go here to see if you need fresh dots, and then you look here to see if like how long your damage window is. So for some people that would be really, really nice. And they only have like a single bucket for track buffs, and they kind of limit what goes in here. I think everything and anything should go in these, and you should be able to have multiple track buffs, multiple essential cooldowns, so you could like add an extra. So you could have like one square of defenses, one square of utility, one square of offensives, and you could organize it however you want them. You should be able to. But yeah, I don't have like much of an issue. There's quite a bit to customize and work with. But yeah, I am also going to put my UI, like what I'll be using for midnight, over in the Discord. I'll post it, and I'll probably make an announcement when I do. So if you guys just want to like copy paste it into your game, it should hopefully work pretty well. What do you mean EU? For our reset? You mean EU? Yes, yeah, Jake would be talking about the EU reset. Do you think we'll need MMO mouse for pre-patch midnight? Not necessarily. Technically, you can learn how to play WoW without an MMO mouse. They're just more convenient. They help. Some people literally put all their combat abilities on the mouse. I use only a few. You can technically learn how to play the game with just efficient key binding strategies, right? Because technically, you don't need to be able to like backpedal or turn left, turn right. Most of the stuff you need is just move forward, strafe left, strafe right, because like all the turning you can do with like your mouse. It's usually not recommended for people to backpedal, right? Because that's not efficient movement. Some people are just used to it. I'm used to it. But that's like, you could have basically the A key, S key, and D key and ability. You could have the X key for sit down and ability, the Z key, which is normally like to sheath and unsheath your character weapon, also an ability. And like just with very efficient key binding strategies, you actually could generate more key binds just with the keyboard alone, without needing like MMO mouse, essentially. Like, they're helpful, but I don't think they're a must-have, necessary, definitely needed kind of deal, right? But they're definitely helpful. I might move off of my 2-button mouse and just with how little key buttons in midnight. Yeah, especially if you play Devourer, which, let me hop on that thing real quick. I feel like especially if you play Devourer Demon Hunter, there's not too many abilities going on, and that's like not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Oh yeah, my remix characters, dude. Oh, I'm afraid what's gonna happen when I do finally log into them. Oh no, everybody lost their mugs. I'm a Warlock, I'm a Demon Hunter. It looks so silly. All the mugs are gone. Plus, I'm bringing back arena commentary at midnight. Like arena commentary, like I do 5 fall monument duels, and I'll be definitely doing them at midnight. Like the commentary that we do on the channel, I definitely will continue doing that. But in terms of like commentary, in terms of like actual arena like commentating arenas, like I'll be playing 3v3 2v2 arenas and doing commentary on those. I don't know about that. I don't really know. I don't know. Wait, did that not save? Did I save like my own little... It's weird that it didn't save. That's what I use for all my characters. Gameplay enhancements. Wait, are they even on? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I didn't... I think I saved that as like some Dalaran HUD. Like personal Dalaran character HUD, but I guess I'll need to remake that. Or a height, no padding. Slightly bigger text. Counter bar. What the hell? Oh, okay, weird. Okay. Cool. So now I need to wait, have this. Okay, I don't need that. I need to get the talents for this. I am assuming Wahid talents are going to be fine. Classes. Devour. I'm assuming it's going to be the same talents as what we have over on live, right? The class. Yeah. Apparently for raid, they're saying go Void Surge build. Weird. Weird. Okay, plus. A hero talent, world killer. Wait. Oh, they have the Annihilator, all kinds of weird. I'm assuming that's correct. Okay. I'm assuming it's correct. Just got it. Is it live? Yeah, it's live. It's been live for at least an hour. Okay. Is it actually? Wait, Tempered Soul. Tempered Soul. So much. Continuous Simulation is not as good as Tempered Soul. You're not gonna be able to convince me, Blizzard. You're not gonna be able to convince me with that. Void Nova. Void Brain. Shit, I need a button for shift. Shift. Here we go. And I have 3 charges of it. Kinda sick. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. I am missing a button. I am missing Vengeful, which I guess that could be up here, but that's fine here. Am I missing any other buttons? No. There's just Demon Hunter just doesn't have too many buttons. Wait, I'm playing Soul Glutton in Mythic Plus? Really? Not Emptiness? Okay, well, I'm gonna give that a go, but that feels like such an odd combo. I imagine that would be better Voice card, but is that real? Yeah, I played Soul Glutton. That's weird. There it is. Any homies want to test Heroic? I do. I kind of do. I don't know if this thing can be taken for Heroic, but yeah. Yeah, I take the DH or something. Yeah, tell people the general guy's name is insane. Or what? Let's give the name. Cold Handjob? What is that? You have a pet named Cold Handjob? Are you serious? Damn. Kept the name, huh? What is that name, dude? What is that? Mana Forge Omega. Unbound Star Eater. That's his name. Guys level 16 is next year. Really? I feel like a classic people have a sense of humor, so I feel like you'll be able to keep that name for a pretty long while, honestly. Don't want to go like full voidy. I need to get like a full blue Mog, man. We'll go with this for the time being because it's fine. It's fine. It works. Pursuit continues. I think that's it, right? I think this is the Demon Heart quest line. It is. I might as well go and do that real quick, man. Wait, there's a portal here. Because I did all the other quests and all those things. Might as well go get them real quick, boys. It's gonna take 2 seconds to get Void Demon Hunters.
This antique transmogrifier was damaged in transit. See if you can repair it.
We serve the Alliance.
I got a housing item for that. Let's get also about Leon's whereabouts. What? No. Leona found. Okay. Already know where she's at. Because I already did a quest. Have you finished the honor run of BG3? Bro, so I had an honor run that I was doing on my own and an honor run was doing my twin. I don't know if I'll actually will be this guy's being a clown. I signed up. Yeah, look at her. Alari, she's here too. It's sick. I guess I just gotta kill aberrations. I'm assuming. It is aberrations, yeah. There's a decent bit of Act 2. So I was playing through, and never finished what I was trying to say. I was playing through, and with my twin. We kind of that run essentially just kind of fizzled out. Just unfortunately, but it did fizzle out. I was doing one that I was doing separately on my own, and that run was sick. It was really cool. Oh, I probably could kill a big ass dragon, couldn't I? Yeah, I probably could have. But my own separate run, it was going fine, and then I ran into a game breaking bug. Like I'm soft locked. I can't proceed. Unfortunately, I'm just locked out. And so that character just SOL, which kind of blows. Not much you could really do about it. But yeah. So the whole run that I was like putting a lot of time into it, and I had like every fight, barely escaped some of them. Really good run. It's all over. It's gone. So I'm a little sad. I'm still recovering mentally from that one. I definitely do want to give it another run, another shot. Swear to God, I can't do the backflips thing like ever. That probably works, right? Yeah, I was having a lot of fun. I got to Act 3, but I decided to save the game and stop before doing the whole, like, the transition between Act 2 into Act 3, where you have, like, a whole, you know, mind flayer thing going on. If anybody didn't play BG3, definitely play it. I'm trying to, like, not spoil it, but, like, the game's been around for a second, so if you haven't played it by now, like... at this point, you gotta know that you're missing out on stuff, right? You just gotta know. But yeah, so yeah, that one completely got screwed over, unfortunately. Maybe we could just do BFA time walking. This guy does so quick. Okay, so now we literally fly back, talk to a dude. I guess I could have used the port, couldn't have I? I should have. That's rough. Might actually eventually try one. I just want to make my friends doing the run at the same time. Could try the backseating. Yeah. I am still planning on doing a run. I started like a very little, and now we can avoid a Demon Hunter chat, boys. Let me see what they look like. Let me show you what people like have complained about them. When you create one, Void Elf, Demon Hunter. The thing is, like, look, they don't really look voidy. They look like a Blood Elf more than anything. And there's some customization options. And like, I guess the only thing that's voidy is the skin and the hair. But like all other parts, like even the underwear, they have like the Illidari kind of like Blood Elfy sash going on, right? You could have made that void or this potentially void themed colors. Yeah, they don't really have blue voidy tattoos either. They definitely should have though. And like they're neat, I guess, right? I feel like maybe at least for Void Elves, they should have allowed them to have more of like the cosmic look for some of the Demon Hunter things, maybe. So what's the new squished item level cap? 170? Is it 170? Because my rogue is max at an item level. So let me look. I didn't even pay attention to it, honestly. Let me look real quick. But yeah, it was a really good run. It was going really well. I obliterated bosses. I killed Ketheric in a single turn. It was insane. Like, when he went all necro. I convinced him to basically end himself, and then I just killed him in a single turn. It was so well played, so well planned out. And then I go to save with a transition between Act 2 and Act 3, and there it is. Run lost. It's done. So sad. Item level is, yeah, pretty much 170 is the highest, I'd say right now. So right now 170 being the highest. In next batches, of course, that number's gonna go up, but being 170 now means you basically don't need to replace any of your gears of level once Midnight finally launches. What else will Blizzard attempt to lure in a third of our players to play Blood Elf to faction swap? Honestly, true. Honestly, not wrong. Maybe at some point they'll add Nightborn into Demon Hunter ranks too, because I think Nightborn Demon Hunters would look sick. But we'll see. We will see. Thank you so much for the explanation. I haven't played since Dragonflight. I have my mouse at the moment. All good, all good. Yeah, all good, all good. Ay, 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 ay. Wait, Nala? Hey, it's Nala Doki. What's up, friend? What's up, my guy? Yeah, well, the pre-patch is here, boys. It's officially here. I think I need to go get some food, man. I have not eaten dinner, let alone lunch. I had a breakfast super late, and we've been hanging out here this entire time. I think what I'll do is, have you ever tried Classic? I did. I liked SOD. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't think I ever leveled a Classic hero to max outside of MOP. For Kata, or in preparation for MOP. But yeah. Classic, I would have been playing more Classic, but I feel like it would have been fun if I had my friends still playing Classic, but I don't really have too many people to play Classic with. So I just gotta stick to retail. Blood also originally added, yeah, to Horde Lure over Alliance, Horde Faction. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's very true. That is actually true and factual. True and factual. Dude, I miss SOD launch stream. That shit was so fun. Dude, SOD was so good. I loved it. You found a pistol shot in Durtar? Dude, it was so great. Yeah, I was so happy. Discovering things was insanely fun. Tell me I have this mount, right? Anushala? Anushala. Yeah, I do. That's a new mount that they added. For having 600 mounts that a character can ride, it's a 600 mount reward. Pretty cool, right? Pretty neat chat, isn't it? It's kind of cool. It's an owl. It's purple. Two things that people love combined together. Found 0 powers and you're at 05. I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. But Warlocks had some, like, you really, I think Alliance Warlocks maybe, like, I think it's just the area we started in. If you were like an Undead Warlock, I think it might have been different or something. I do remember you had to run around doing a lot of things and group up with people. HTTPC development plan was Horde to get broken and Alliance to get High Elves. And I guess they decided to go with Draenei instead, huh? I mean, Broken would have made sense, but maybe they thought, like, well, who would want to play Draenei? I guess the idea was to give them Shamans anyway. I think Broken would have still worked, too. But they wouldn't have had, like, a fuel model for Broken, did they? Maybe that's what they did to Draenei. And then Warlock and Rogue had it easy. I mean, Orc Rogue wasn't bad either. Like, I feel like I got a lot of stuff, honestly. But yeah. yeah, I can totally see a lot of things being easier to find in Silver Pine, because that's where you go for like the dungeon for one of your powers. I think it's the poison, the one with the Envenom passive version. Or maybe active? I don't even remember. I think it was maybe active? I don't remember. I think active actually. Or like some passive buff? I don't remember. Some kind of poison thing, that's all I know. Had to go in solo, break through the gates, stealth to a boss. I think I just had to steal something and I didn't have to actually fight anything. Or maybe I did have to fight one guy. I don't remember now. But I remember it was fun. It was really cool. It felt like a trek. It felt like a journey. I was really sick. But yeah, chat, I think I am gonna call it here. I do need to get some food in my system, and I'm gonna go and work on a couple of videos. Definitely want to do guides, and I think first one is gonna be the Devour Demon Hunter, just because I have like experience playing Demon Hunter in the beta. So I'm gonna do a quick guide for like I think pre-patch, and then do one for rogues and things, and I'll have that released like over the next few days. But yeah, chat, thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I will. Oh, hold on. Euro's trying to invite me to a group. He's trying to suggest me. See if it works. Suggested that Thoras from Ragnaros invites me to the group. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around to see if I do end up running a heroic on this thing, because that'd be kind of fun getting some pre-patch footage. You know what I mean? Wait, I don't think you move this too. Yeah, something like that. Close enough, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna go see if I'm gonna do this rogue. But you guys have a wonderful one. Enjoy the pre-patch EU whenever you guys get it. We'll be doing more stuff with pre-patch stuff tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace. I also am gonna go and update the backgrounds and things. Make them all midnight themed.
I was chasing shadows, moving too fast. Didn't see the way our love couldn't last. Now I'm stuck replaying what I put you through. Every night I'm haunted by the thought of you. If you need my loving, call me and I'll step on you. And we can talk all night long. If you want this loving, then call me and I'll drive to you. And we can touch all night long. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through. Just call me and I'll come through.
Myself another bottle, I don't even check the price. Black jacket on me, looking cute, make sure she looking twice. I don't even wanna go out. It's still cold even when I'm out the house. She wanna play house. what you talking about. I wanna stay out, and I'm just talking out loud. Cigarette the wrong way round. Wake up and I'm upside down, yeah. Well, it's just the way it goes. She like her like glamorous and it's just the way it goes. Now we at the hotel, wanna take off her clothes. I'm hoping she won't tell cause I wanna lay low. It's just the way it goes.